Yo, today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Your online activity should not be public, so protect yourself at expressvpn.com/achievement.
Do you do that?
You
haven't done that with me. You haven't done that.
Mike says we're going. Yeah, you don't
Going
use
where?
the voice thing?
No.
Going on
Where
a
are
trip?
we going?
We're going to get protected by ExpressVPN. Stop! Don't look at our search history. Protect yourself. I can see it right there.
It's good.
Protect yourself working from home at expressvpn.com/rttv.
You're petting it.
I think we're over there too. There's no lights on the camera, so I'm very confused. Usually there's like a red.
Yeah, there's like a red light. It tells you what you're.
So this
what
is
your
the
your feet can
we're
do.
in the temporary space. We are out forever of the old studio.
Blew it up.
This guy. Here's what we didn't tell people. It was Stink Barrel. It's been festering for
He's in the
18
rafters.
months.
Yeah, we get it. They
And so
finally got
we're
it.
in a transitional period, and this is the temp space. I already like it more. It's cooler, not in like, well, that's cool as in temperature-wise.
Yes, it is.
Certainly
It's nice,
cooler.
it's nice and cool in here.
It's cozier.
It's cozier, and broadcast is right there.
Yeah.
I'm sure they hate it.
When we started, we weren't doing the show, and Mike is right there and just started waving his arms, and that's crazy because we never see Mike.
Yeah, he goes
in a sound booth.
As far as I'm aware,
Mike's in a tiny
the
room.
battle
Yeah.
station.
he walks in that booth, and there's a door, and he just walks out the other side. As far as I know.
I can see the switchers.
I'm gonna go
can
switch
see it
right
all.
now.
Look, you can check out
there's
your
our
audio
audio
levels.
I'm just saying.
You can see it's always up.
the fattest waves, bro.
It was weird. I
please stop.
actually watched his headphones vibrate off his head.
Please stop. Don't do that.
Oh, now he's using the sound.
I'll say this. I'm glad it's not Face Jam because everyone's in striking distance.
That's true. This is a full room of striking distance.
If you turned
people.
into just mechanical arm punches, you could get everybody.
It would be too much.
By the way, I'm Michael. I'm the host. We got Eric, Alfredo, and Trevor. Boom.
Or that what's that Nintendo game, the boxing one where the people had like the long
Squid
arms?
Kids.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
It was called
it was a launch game. It was called Arms.
It was
right?
arms. Yeah.
They added
Just
a
arms.
character from Arms to Smash Brothers, I think.
Did
and
they really?
And I think that was the only
You're
time.
right.
That was
they
the
did.
only time anybody, like, everyone was really excited about every other character, and they're like, yo, we added an Arms character, and everyone went, cool, when's the next Nintendo Direct?
Smash Brother characters is a good. I don't know. It's like a scientific observation whenever they add characters because you really get the pulse of like Nintendo and I guess the Smash community in general, and they're very vocal about who deserves and does not deserve to be in that game.
Oh, yeah.
There will be a campaign of like, you gotta add Blippo, man, from Nintendo. Blippo was the best. It's like some obscure, like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they're like, no, you gotta add this guy. And they're like, fuck you, that's mainstream, bro. Sephiroth? Fuck you. Nobody likes Sephiroth. And I'm just like, I think generally most people
Most
people that
most
just play
people.
games and move on with their
I would
lives
go as
like
far
Sephiroth.
as most people being like Sephiroth, Daddy, please.
I mean,
a
he's
handful.
kind of like an OG daddy. He's
Yeah.
not big, but his sword is. Uh-oh, somebody's getting waved down. What's going on?
What happened?
What's going on? What's
Yeah,
happening?
do you have to lean? Am I in the shot?
Are you? He's too far in the shot.
It was
Can
like,
you get him on my shot, please?
I'm not moving.
It was
Can
like
you pull him from my shot?
like a
Pull him from the shot.
catcher signal.
Yeah, I liked it. That's cool. We get it. It's a real intimate look of the department that I see every day. I think that the Smash Brothers thing really kind of went off a cliff, and I wasn't excited about it anymore when they started adding fighting game characters because I just wanted.
In a fighting game?
But that's the thing.
I mean,
like
they
I didn't
added-
want. But like that's not what it was before.
It was non-fighting characters fighting.
It was
each
Kirby
other.
fighting Luigi,
Right.
and like neither one of those things are in like that's not fighting game
That's
characters.
fair.
I love Terry Bogard from King of Fighters, but they added him, and I just went, ooh, might have gone too far. And that is truly what happened because they started adding like Tekken characters, and it's like
Ryu and the Tekken
Ken
characters.
and all that
And
stuff.
then
It's like
I always love how there's like, oh, guess what? Here's the 10th Fire Emblem character.
Yeah,
And
oh,
I'm
they
just
love
like,
Fire Emblem.
Oh
Every other Fire
man, here
Emblem
comes
character.
another one with the sword.
is it like is Fire Emblem like real big in Japan or like
It's pretty
big
big here.
everywhere.
It's
Yeah.
very big in Japan.
I don't know anyone who plays Fire Emblem games.
Matt Bragg.
Tim
I
Geddes.
stand by what I said.
No.
Fire Emblem was one of the games
No
where
spoilers, no spoilers, no
I would
spoilers.
sit and watch Tim play, and I'd just be like, oh, wow, this is how this game is played.
You watch someone good at it instead of you just going, what the fuck am I doing?
Well, I was just never big into Nintendo, so like there'd be so many times I'd just go hang out in at Tim's place, and he'd be like playing Fire Emblem, and I'd be like, cool, and I'd just sit, chill, watch Fire Emblem being played, because that was my Twitch before Twitch.
Right.
Tim Geddes playing games for me, and I went, I don't want to play this game. I do want to watch it, so I sat there eating fast food, watching.
Hell yeah, I did that with my friend Brian, watching him play all the Metal Gear games without
that's
killing a single
awesome.
person. Just he's like, I'm gonna play 1, and then he just plays it all the way without killing someone. All right, time to play 2, and it's just the same thing. And then 3, and then 4, and I'm like, this is the
sitting there,
craziest.
you're
I'm like,
just
this is
like,
like watching a Terminator. This is insane.
Minus killing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, this
The Terminator.
Well, yeah, but he
Slaughters
just keeps
everyone.
keeps
It's in
moving
the name.
forward.
I'm just
Right.
saying it's in the name.
Right. But he's like the nice Terminator.
But I couldn't think of someone.
Oh no, it's the nice Terminator. And he just kind of keeps going. It's fucking cool. Metal Gear games are awesome. I'm fucking terrible.
I
at them.
played 2, and then I was like, this is enough Metal Gear for
I
me.
love-
But I want to watch them.
Yeah,
My favorite thing about or Metal Gear is in 2 when Fat Man, he goes, laugh and grow fat. And then he dies. So it was like this dying
It's the
word.
beginning. It's like
Laugh
the first
and grow
boss. It's
fat.
so good.
And he's like hiding bombs while he's running around on roller skates.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
rollerblades.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's just going, and he's
Is that
like
when
in
you're
a
gonna
big
have to
coat.
like hit him like in like the head
It's
because
such a weird
he has like the armor and it's like the
He's
neck.
wearing the big
I
coat.
don't
He's
know.
dropping.
Yeah.
And
He's
you're
on
also
skates,
like
he's dropping
crawling
bombs.
under
Yep.
shit to find the bombs,
Yep.
and it's like,
Yes.
Here's also Metal Gear Solid 2. Go to strut A. Strut G's in trouble. Oh no, strut D is collapsing. They use the word strut many times.
Metal Gear 2 was very cool because I was so
Metal Gear
excited.
Solid, do not
Metal Gear
upset
Solid
people.
2.
It's a different game.
Was very cool because the first one was like Vulcan, Raven, Sniper, Wolf, and then 2 starts and you're like, what am I in store for? And the first guy you fight is Fat Man on roller skates. That's awesome.
There was also this.
Fuck you.
There was also
That
this
rules.
really weird thing where like you had what was it, like Psycho Mantis in the first game, and the fucking to beat him you had to like plug your controller into player 2 on your PlayStation.
Yes.
Yeah, that was like the plot.
Yep.
And like he would also probably within licensing boundaries, he would talk about shit that was on your PlayStation memory card.
Yep.
Be like, playing a lot of Crash Bandicoot. And
it
you're
was
like,
so
oh my
good.
god, he knows!
It was
That's-
so.
he,
That
like,
shit
really
was
cool.
like.
Dude, during
This was
those
like
times,
96,
awesome.
97.
Yeah.
And so,
Little Fredo was like, oh my god,
What if you were playing and he goes,
technology.
I see you, Alfredo Diaz, and your gray cheese
that'd
shop.
be a bit much. That's Metal Gear Solid now.
They send a man
That
to
was
your
the other
house.
thing. You had the, dude, you had the.
He shows up, knocks, writes a bunch of stuff on paper while looking at you, and then just walks away.
You had the codecs or the codec, and you would have to like input frequencies they would give you throughout the game. And at one point, to progress in the game, you had to put a frequency in that was on the back of the box, like the case.
Oh,
And so it was like a thumbnail. It was like a picture from the game, but that's how you got it. In the game was, I think it gave you clues to like look at it,
It said,
and you'd
it
have to
says,
like look at the
check,
physical.
Check the back of the box.
Right.
On the back of the box is like a
So-
screenshot of the game. You think it's just a screenshot,
right.
but it's the signal number.
That
like-
information isn't in the game, and so
That's
if
cool.
you rented it, you were fucked.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. I didn't
back
think
of
about
mine just says
renting it.
I mean, because
Blockbuster.
you're talking about this is
You just had the
the
Blockbuster
mid
case.
'90s, so it's
Yep.
like a lot of people didn't have internet. Would be like, oh, just look it up. It'll take 2 seconds. It was
Right.
like, what the fuck do I do here?
I remember going to
Oh,
Funko
shit.
Land and they would not sell you the game without giving, because usually they just sell it to you in like a sleeve and who gives a shit. They had to give you like the case because it had that on it. But there was a guy who worked there who just wrote the code on the case.
Hey,
and
there you
would
go.
Sell it. And
Look
I'm
at the
like,
back. Some
Yeah.
guy wrote this.
what the fuck? 1496.
Mr.
All
Solid.
right.
But then, so it was always like
You'll need this.
Yeah.
the thing
Don't
was like
worry.
these like crazy, like special ops people mixed with technology, mixed with like Frankenstein science, right? And then in the second game, there's that character. I think her name is Fortune. I think it's a female, and it's like bullets can't hit me.
Yeah,
and that's like like bullets are like going around her, and that's their bit the whole game of like I was born with a fortune.
yeah.
And near the end of the game, it's like, oh, she had like a piece of equipment that she didn't know that repelled bullets.
Was it just
and I was like, wait, what? It was like, good job. I planted it on her. She's like, I thought I had fortune.
So all the characters have.
Wait, what?
And I'm Kick Me Man.
Yeah.
Sign on your back.
What?
Everyone kicks me.
Even in 3, you think that like there are bosses that are like, oh, like they have like these special powers or whatever, but it's all this weird technology shit or whatever. The only person they never explain any of this stuff about is Vamp, who is a vampire.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think
And he spins. He spins and he
and
spins
I
and he
think
spins.
is a vampire. They like he's in like a bunch of the games.
Dude,
and they just don't. It's
dude.
just like, yeah, he's a vampire.
There's
I
any
think
number
I
of
remember
people.
just dumping a bunch of bullets in him. He's still
Yeah,
just
and he's
walking
just like-
towards
and
you.
he
He's
spins,
like,
too.
Oh, and I'm just like, no, my bullets.
Anyone here is already having an aneurysm that we're getting the lore wrong. It's one of those like lore games.
Yes.
Like I don't play
Oh, I'm
Gear Solid,
fact
but I
checking on the
Look,
fly.
I casually
right
touched
now.
it.
But the other fucking crazy thing is that went throughout several games, which I'm gonna say I don't think they had it planned from the beginning. Is there is in Metal Gear Solid there's Revolver Ocelot, the old dude who's just like he's really good at shooting a gun and just go, and it's just he's just some guy, he's just some boss guy. And he ends up getting his arm cut off by whatever the fuck Fox his name is at the time, because there's like Gray Fox or Ninja Fox, and he gets
There's, like,
crushed, but he
Snake,
comes back
Big
as a
Snake,
robot.
and,
It's a whole thing.
it's so-
He gets his
so
arm cut
many-
off,
I
and
go,
then
which
it's like,
Snake is this?
okay, he just got one arm, whatever. And then there's like, because there's clones everywhere, and then Liquid Snake is the boss of the first game, and he dies. But so then in the second game,
he's right. He
Ocelot,
pretended to be Miller.
Ocelot,
It makes
he
sense.
pretended to be Miller, his
right.
Solid Snake's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
teacher,
right.
and he's
I have
like,
no idea.
I wasn't him.
I was
wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, I had my hair in a ponytail.
But Ocelot gets Liquid's arm, and he's like, now I have 2 arms again, fucker. Then the plot is though like Liquid takes over his body because of the arm, and he's like, I'm Liquid, and then that goes for at least a game or 2, and then that concludes somewhere around Metal Gear Solid 4 because 3's a prequel, and he goes, I was just pretending.
It's not really.
I was never Liquid at
there
all.
was intense I put myself under intense
Did you
hypnosis to
guess what?
pretend to be
I'm
Liquid.
basically one of the good guys. Ocelot, it ends with Ocelot being like, I'm kind of a good guy.
Because then you play 5, and then
Anyway.
you're with Ocelot for a long. Like he's just there throughout, and you go, why does he sound like Troy Baker now? Because he's Troy Baker now.
Or is he just pretending to be
That
Troy Baker?
intense hypnosis
Just
has made
kidding.
him believe he
And
is
I'm talking
Troy
like
Baker.
in Metal Gear Solid 2, when he gets his arm, it's like, oh, I have Liquid. And it's like, I've taken over. And then later he's like, nah, just kidding.
Yeah, that's a goof. I'm goofing on you.
I'm an actor.
Yeah. And then,
Like, wait, what?
And scene.
but don't worry, they show
Did they plan it in 96?
in the second one, you fight Solidus, who I think is the president,
Former president
of the United States.
He was. Correct.
Dope.
Yeah, this game's tight.
correct.
Solidist?
Dope.
Solidus.
Find the president, bro.
Just US.
Cool.
You fight the president a lot in those games. I think you fight the president in Revengeance or whatever. What's the one where you're the ninja?
Oh.
Bro, I just played 2.
No, that's not what it's called.
million
but
years
I
ago.
know what
Yes,
you're
I've
talking about.
heard
What
of
is it
this
called?
franchise.
I think it is Revengeance. Because that had a terrible name. It was
I've heard
great.
of this indie title.
Yes, I've heard of this
Wow.
young startup.
That was
Indie
also
game.
I believe it was
Raiden, the whole
crowdfunded.
character was like, hey, I'm Raiden. He's like, I'm a ninja now.
Welcome to Off Topic.
Now you know exactly.
Now you don't even have to play. I know that somebody was at home watching this
hang on.
and playing Metal Gear, and they
We
went,
forgot
"Never
two
mind."
things. We forgot 2 things.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 4, we've got the monkey that smokes.
Oh, the
He's
naked
smoking-
monkey. He's-
Smoking monkey?
Yeah, he has
right?
no
The monkey
fur.
smokes,
How
right?
could we have forgotten?
Does the monkey
Yeah.
smoke, or does the guy smoke with the monkey?
The guy smokes with the monkey. It's Drebin.
Doesn't he?
Drebin
Does he
smokes
give
with
the monkey
I feel
drag
like
stuff?
I feel like the monkey smokes.
The monkey smokes at some point, and then every chapter starts with that kid making eggs, being bad at it, but by the end of the game,
Oh
he's
yeah,
good at it.
Yeah, was the girl Sunny? She makes the eggs.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then
of autocones in the
David
world.
Hayter's like, I'm old, and it's you. First of all, having an accelerated death because it's like, oh, these clones don't do so well.
Yep.
Mixed with, I'm crawling into radiation is the whole last game. It's a 4-minute crawl of him going like crawling into like a nuclear reactor.
The fight with Revolver Ocelot on top of like the oil rig silo thing is so cool. That is like the best part of any of those.
There's
games.
people getting as angry as a Smash announcement
Good.
right now listening to this.
What do you want?
I'm pretty furious, but I'm holding myself.
Well, that's nice of you.
Yeah.
That's
Give me
good.
reserved.
I'll let it
Calm,
loose.
cool,
I'll let it loose
collected.
in the comments,
No,
and then
I
I'll
get
pin
it.
it
He
myself.
prefers more unbridled. fury.
Whoa, there's drinks in
Yeah,
there?
you want drinky?
Yeah.
Fury that can't be.
There's
Hey, he's stealing my wallet.
There's Dr. Pepper and there's Voodoo Ranger.
I didn't know Dr. Pepper made a beer.
There's a couple voodoo dudes.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I grabbed some.
Hey,
I'll
take a
hey,
dude.
water,
That's a
energy drink, beer.
You got
This is
the
Dr.
full
Pepper.
spectrum of.
Look, it has
you want Dr. Pepper?
been a day.
Oh, did you? Is there only one doo-doo left?
No.
That's yours. That's
No,
yours.
there's a bunch.
I bet they like it that we call it voodoo.
See?
I'm picking.
I've never.
want the-
been
you want the-
happy-
you want the white one or the yellow one?
I've never been
Imperial?
happy drinking
Whichever
doo-doo.
one you don't want.
It looks so distinguished.
Who cares? Just
that
drink
one?
it.
It's the same.
Good
It's all.
Lord,
It's all the same to me.
It's all the same. Is it all the same flavor?
like-
No.
Oh, here, trade.
You
There
can
go.
tell by the different
Juicy?
cans.
Juicy's good.
Like a bunch of children.
This is. They don't even know anything about Metal Gear.
Juicy.
Hey,
We started. Look at
don't open the encyclopedia of this mind up if you don't want the
Done.
facts.
Say no more. Done.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by DoorDash, and Eric here is going to make sure that you don't pass up a good deal. We all dread that age-old, potentially relationship-ruining question. Hey, what do you want for dinner? With DoorDash, that question doesn't have to lead to an argument because DoorDash has something for everyone with over 300,000 partners from your neighborhood go-tos to national chains. Favorites like Popeyes and Chipotle. Yeah. And it ain't just restaurants. Get drinks, snacks, and other grocery essentials delivered in under 1 hour, 60 minutes or less. Just fire up the app, pick what you want from where you want. That's how they know what to give you. And your items will be left safely outside your door when you choose contactless drop-off. Hey, I was real busy the other day. I wanted food, didn't want to leave. Used DoorDash. They brought me the food. I ate it.
In under an hour.
Less, much less.
Wow.
And I went, save that day. For a limited time, our listeners can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more. That's right, we won't cut it off if you decide to go crazy when you download the DoorDash app and enter code OFFTOPIC2021. This guy's so choked up he's burping over here. Don't forget, that's code OFFTOPIC2021 for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change. Obviously, terms apply. Don't miss out. Get fed.
Sip. Let it rip.
Last night, Jackie and I relived our childhood. We both did a
Crapped your
Pokemon pack opening where we
Oh,
each had
snap.
a booster box.
I don't get it.
Which is 36 Pokemon packs each, and we sat there and we just took turns opening them up, and like we're like, doing the whole card trick, for the current set, 4 from the back, and then you do like the little reveal, like, whoa, Umbreon VMAX, and so we were going back and forth, seeing who had the best pulls, and I do have a box that I'll be picking up tomorrow, so we can do a little achievement hunter
hell
pack
yeah.
pull
For him.
Any come off
Hey,
your
I'll take
wish
that
list?
box,
Were
sorry.
you guys like
It's
one-upping each
reserved.
other? Like, yeah, but I got.
So
Really
yeah, we were
internet
going back and
celebrity.
forth. She pulled the Glaceon like alternate full art, which is like really cool. I did get to pull a Gyarados VMAX that I was super excited about, and an Umbreon VMAX. That's
VMAX is like the good.
it's good
Oh.
shit, good
Yeah.
shit,
Is
good
Umbreon
shit.
an Eevee? Okay.
Yes,
It's one of the
yes.
Eevees.
It's one of the 19.
Yeah.
Eons.
They just kept adding and
massive
adding and
amount
adding.
of
There's
them.
like 8 or 9.
Yeah, it's a huge.
That's
chunk.
too many. I'm a Flareon guy.
The
at the
best
end.
one is, you know how Flareon is like a playoff fire?
You know what?
Whoa.
I do know that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you do.
You can tell they stopped caring when the grass one's called Leafeon.
Yeah.
What's that look like? I don't know, Leaf?
Yeah.
It's like
One
they
of-
at least went through the
Grass
effort of
Mon.
calling it Flareon, not
Dude,
Fireon.
one of
That's awesome.
one of the Z cards that I pulled, I uncovered it and it was just Garbodor V, it's just a giant
No
trash
way.
Pokemon.
Garbodor, yeah.
It's just giant trash Pokemon, and I went, why?
His name is my name?
Garbodor?
Garbodor?
No, well, it's probably
Yeah,
spelled right.
it's you in a trash bag.
What the
Well,
fuck?
that
In a real
Pokemon has a
Garbo
proper
situation?
spelling. You have the improper spelling.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No.
I pulled it. It was great. The
He's
thing is,
eating
we had
dirt
like
on the
V
card.
card?
No.
Yeah.
He would never.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Stop it! No! No, I swear. I swear.
He's like, I still got my
I
V
stuck
card.
on my V card. But I had
opening
like a little
boosters.
like impromptu setup where like took my cam, put it like on a little like tripod
Like
right
a
in
little
front of
overhead?
me, and then we took like a webcam and put it watching us. But it was like the tripod was between Jackie and I, and like it was one
So you
of
bump it.
and I was very carefully like unpacking cards.
Really interesting way to say yes.
No,
He's
no.
building up.
I was carefully just making sure the card wasn't. No. So check this out.
Hang on,
I'm making
hang on.
sure that
let
the
me- come on,
cards
let's
are
go-
in
can we clear
frame,
the table?
right?
Can we clear the
And
table?
I'm very carefully like this. The camera right,
Right,
here in
right,
front
right,
of me,
right.
arms wrapped around it.
We don't
You're
think
going
you bumped
through
it.
every single card.
no,
And then
no.
here comes Jackie. And
this
she's
out the
like,
way.
she's here, and then as soon as she pulls something, not even like, you know, a big reveal,
uncommon.
just like a common, uncommon EV card. She's like, whoa, and like bumps the camera. And it's like, stop, like it's
You
like.
can feel the hype though.
I'm just like, and it's funny because chat just goes, stop, you're shaking us, leave us alone,
Put us down.
put us down. We're getting dizzy. And then she would just be like, whoa, Evie's so cute, and like shake the camera, and I'd be like, come on. Or what she would do is pull like a really cool, you know, like a V or VMAX card, and she pulled like, let's say, Espeon, right? One of the EV evolutions. And she'd be like, whoa, like the camera frame probably only goes up to, let's say right here. But then she would show the card, be like, whoa, check out this card, it's so cool. And I'd be like, you're showing half the card right now. Can you just look to the like monitor on your left just to keep it in frame? And for like 2 hours is her going, it's so cool.
Here's
like,
what I'm hearing.
Off of, like out of frame. Even when she had it in frame, she'd be like, it's hollow.
Well, she doesn't want to show the forgers.
Oh, that's true. You can't give them a good shot of it. They'll start making it at home quickly.
No, for sure.
Hey, look at it! And then
But
that's very
even
fast.
like she'd pull a
trying
cool,
to take a
like a
picture of
cool
my child.
full hollow.
Let me take a picture. Stop
She'd
moving.
be like, she'd have the card, and then she'd be like, whoa! She'd be like, whoa! And I'd be like, at some point, you gotta stop shaking the card so it stops reflecting off of the light, and so
She's
people can
hyping-
actually see the
she's
card.
hyping
But
her
she's like,
own
the
stock.
reflection, whoa! And I was
Awesome.
like,
She's tantalizing the viewer and drawing them in to say
that's-
like, "Ooh, what are you holding?" Maybe,
That's what I
maybe
like
one day
about-
she'll slow it down.
I think that's what I like about
Clear
Twitch
frame.
is that you don't have to be very good. You just have to be very excited. And then that's it. As
I-
long as you're just
Yeah.
showing part of it and going, ah! And then
You
everyone goes,
if
yay!
you want excitement to that level, I was telling you guys something before we started, which I don't want to repeat because I don't want to give the idea away.
Yeah, oh, that's
I
right.
think I'm gonna have
Oh.
something very soon
Yep.
that's gonna blow this whole game out of the water.
I think
and this
I
is
think
real.
Pokemon are over,
Okay,
except
I'm just saying,
sometimes.
just stay tuned when you go, what's he doing on the front page? Just remember this moment. Remember this moment where I started talking about it and Trevor says, should we talk about this on the show? And I went, no!
Yeah,
That's my
nope.
idea!
Here's the thing.
Fiona thinks it's front page material.
Oh, I think
I
Fiona
had a
thinks
very
it's
long
absolutely-
conversation with her about it last
Bill,
night.
Yeah, Bill Twitch
And
will
she's
contact you.
the lead in a video.
I mean, yeah, it's true. She works at
That-
G4.
that's so
Like,
awesome.
she knows this
knows
stuff.
Sessler.
Yeah.
She knows Sessler? I gotta pick up my hat now.
You did. Do you know where it went?
Yeah, it's back here.
But anyways, I have a whole booster box to pick up tomorrow, so we can do a stream on the Achievement Hunter channel and see what kind of pulls we get.
You doing it here?
Huh?
You can do it like here, like together?
This is where we house the channel.
Yeah, this is the channel right here.
Oh, when are you doing it? I mean, if you're doing it next week, it is going to be here.
That's what I was asking. Like you're gonna like do it all together, not like over.
Well, I mean, he'll be by himself.
Oh
but-
yeah, no one will want to sit next to me.
I can bump the camera.
Trevor just starts running in.
So that's the other thing too, which will certainly not materialize. So people will look back on this and say, "But you said we should." Again, in the temporary space,
Oh.
because it's not just broadcast; it's everything. There's a lot of moving parts. Have a temporary office starting next week.
Dang.
Where we can come back to film videos and streams and whatnot, and not be. I know you guys. It's like with the kids at home. It's been kind of crazy. So
It's been a little wild. We have kids, and we got the dog, and we keep putting the dog in the hole.
I can't even
like,
imagine.
Keeps getting out.
I'm a lot to handle. Just
No.
myself.
It's not a bad hole. It's a protection hole. It's an anti-Sarah hole.
yeah. So now you're bringing the dog right
Yeah.
back to Sarah.
Well, yeah. So, Jackie and I are now in contract to buy a house. We were house hunting.
Congratulations.
From each other?
Yeah. So I'm going to transfer it over from her to me, from me to her.
Okay.
And then the value of the house goes
House
up
swap!
by doing so.
Right.
Because that's how the
It's
housing
high
market.
frequency trading,
Exactly.
but with homes. You just
But
ratchet
in
it
that-
back and forth between each other.
I've seen this on TikTok.
And
Yeah,
that's how the value
I saw
of
it
the
on
house
Beavis
increases.
and Butthead when they kept selling each other the same candy bar. Or the same dollar.
Yeah, it just
yeah.
Here's $1. I'm like,
But Sarah asked like what neighborhood. I told Sarah the neighborhood, and then Mike went, "Oh no."
Not only that, Sarah said, what neighborhood? And I went, no, don't. And then you told her. And I went, now you, why would you do that to your dog?
He said dog protection services is now irrelevant.
They won't keep moving you. They won't keep moving you. If you blow your cover, at some point it's on you. I tried to jump in front of it, but it was digital. So I couldn't. I'm afraid of no. Ah!
Yeah, it was pretty.
Can I interest you in getting Gabu a vest?
Oh, like a Sarah-proof vest.
So I don't know if it's stomp proof. We need to
It
find,
certainly
we need
isn't.
to find a level 3 stomp proof vest.
That's true. That's true.
No, it's like a vest, but then it's like
has
got like
spikes on the top.
a big weight below, like you know what I mean, between the
Dude,
legs.
weights?
So then that way, when Sarah steps on Boo, she won't be able to squish Boo's spine all the way in because
Just a little bit of the
weight
way
in between will like block it.
You need a
She'll-
turtle
she'll
shell.
push it a little
I'm
bit.
just
but-
thinking-
Your dog needs a turtle shell.
You need a turtle
I mean,
shell.
I'm just thinking, don't stop at turtle shell. Mario can't jump on spinies because his feet get hurt.
That's true.
You got to get the spiky,
Yeah.
either a spiny or like a piranha plant, but make sure they're looking up.
Yeah.
because
Right.
that's
Well,
when
see,
the
that's-
teeth are sharp.
so see,
Yeah,
that's
if they're looking straight, their
They
head's
guys aren't
soft.
gonna
So
do
that's
shit.
good because that's the defensive approach, right? We strap, those little spikes on Gabu's back. Sarah comes, maybe thinks twice about stepping on Gabu. But we got to go on the offensive at some point in time. We give Gabu a little like brass knuckle shoes. Starts trying to beat the shit out
Well,
of
I'll
her.
say this.
When she tries to jump up on Sarah, it's like a punch in the chin.
This is great because I saw Sarah post shoe suggestions for Gabu just the other day. Of
course.
You didn't like them.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It was
What
a,
was
it was a picture of a dog.
It was a Shiba Inu.
Yep.
Laying
four
down
little
on its side.
dog Crocs.
It was 4 dog crocs, bro. I went,
Little
what?
dog crocs. You can use the gibbets to put some spikes on the front or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
On
get a
your
bunch
dog
of
Crocs?
spikes, gibbets.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whoa.
But
Dog crocs with spike gibbets.
Right.
yeah, that was what I was doing before here. I was like scrambling
What
right
are you
up.
still doing here?
I don't know. I'm devising. I'm thinking architecturally.
Just get out of
how
here.
I can do it. Yeah.
Grab the dog spike gibbets. Grab
Gibbets.
the box he has set to the side that's
Okay.
for him.
Yeah.
Steal it.
That's smart.
And then start
Putting.
pulling. No one just says, "Oh, I'm opening." They go, I'm pulling cards.
I'm pulling cards.
That's the
These are
leader.
card. This is a card.
Or and then you get something.
What do you think? I'm just taking them out of a pack?
No.
This is a box break.
Dude, there's a whole thing. You unpack it and then you remove the digital code if you play Pokemon TCG Online. And then depending on the pack,
I only
there's
play old
there's
school,
a
the black
card
cartridge.
trick. Yeah. on the newest set Evolving Skies, you flip it over, you take the 4 from the back, put it in the front. That way you get that reveal at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Notes, idiot.
No, absolutely not.
You can do this while learning how to look Italian.
Hang on. I gotta do my nose exercises.
There's a bunch of just nose
You're not
exercises.
supposed to push. You're supposed to have your nose.
Oh, that's right. Hang on. I gotta
pushed
move my nose down.
You were
Don't know what
looking
they
at
mean
these
by that.
random videos for like an hour or so the other day, and it was just like, mindless isn't the word. Like you want to
They
say
were
like
mindful.
you want to say like a con artist, but they're not getting anything. You
so
know what I mean? And it's
I-
like a bunch of
They're
40 to
getting
60
people
second
to poke
videos.
their nose into different shapes.
I found a video
believe
that
it.
says how to look Italian in 60 seconds. And I needed to know. So, with on Twitch, I said, we're going to watch this and we're all going to learn how to be Italian. But then I decided, why stop with your look? You can do
What else
anything.
can you learn?
Well, we learned how to shape our noses to make them sharp and short and small and narrow, I
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
There's a lot of this, a lot of nose poking up.
Pushing on the
Right.
nose.
Yeah, I showed Fredo and we were doing it a lot
You gotta
before
like
everything
smile
started.
while
Yeah.
pushing.
You have to make an O and then go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm making my nose very narrow. I'm very hot now. There was also sort of like unsticking your brain, changing like the neuroplasticity.
I missed that. I saw one video where as soon as you started it, I said, that man looks like his brain is trying to escape his head. Because he had like a bald head and it was round, but it was like lumpy.
Yeah.
And it looked like brain bulges. Like it was trying to get out.
That was the one that it
Brain
was
bulges.
how to go into a job interview and sell yourself in 60 seconds. And when he says, when an interviewer asks you to tell them about yourself, don't tell them that you like long walks on the beaches. And it was like, this is a real video you made. You made a real video. Alfredo's taking notes. You made a real video.
recording this whole thing.
Yeah. I need this for later. It's like class notes.
I think the best one that we found was the guy in a closet teaching you how to sing in 60 seconds.
How to be better.
Yeah, it was how to sing better in 60 seconds.
Wow.
And his advice was,
Pretty good.
if you want to learn how to sing better, consider what you can't do. Then hire a teacher and have them teach you. Look at other singers who are good and do what they do. Thanks for watching.
But imagine that.
But, like, it's
but
so-
like longer.
I
That's
did
to
that.
the point.
I did that in 7 seconds.
He did it in 60.
Yeah.
And made less sense. It was very much like the kid that had a dream video.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Did you ever? And he does that. Come on, dude, pull your shit together.
Oh, you're.
Mike, you have to be careful.
He was doing that, and he was like, watch a video of someone who's singing, and if the singing is better than your singing, sing like the singer sings in their songs. Then
Duplicate
your
their voice.
sings will be song-worthy of the song
pretty
of
good.
the next sing level.
It was pretty cool.
I like that.
Okay, you're welcome. And then it was also, he was kind of in a closet.
So what's your sing level?
0.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
But your Italian level is through the roof now.
Exactly.
Dude, it's
I
like
don't
the,
even recognize
Mamma
it.
There's
mia.
so many like TikTok investors, and
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'll see it. It'll be like a couple, and be like, we paid off our house loan by doing this like
This
easy.
pump
This
and
one
dump.
simple trick, and then it's someone taking a gun to a bank.
But it's just like buy a popular stock.
I actually-
wait till it goes up, sell,
So
and just
cool.
keep rinse and repeating as
hadn't
much as
thought
you
about
can.
that.
I'm
Here's
just
the
like,
thing. You know what?
wow,
You know
is
what's
that
funny?
it? That's all I needed.
I've been buying at the peaks and selling when it bottoms out.
This actually raises a good question.
the fuck?
You hear about bank robberies, right? You hear about theft. You don't usually hear about like someone goes into a bank and goes, this is a stick up.
Right.
And they go, I only have $2,000 in the drawer. And they go, I don't want the drawer. Delete my mortgage. Here's my information. Can you say I paid it?
It's been paid off.
I'm out of here.
Forget everything you've seen.
I might go to jail, but I don't have a mortgage.
It's genius.
You'll get out of jail eventually.
Right, to your owned house.
Yeah.
Your fully owned house. But don't forget about the property tax. You still have to pay that.
have to pay
No.
And insurance.
Yep.
Dude, I'm going through the whole process. Like walking in, I was like on
With
the
the
phone.
bank and
like,
the robbing or
yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to my lender about which bank to rob, and
That's-
Oh, what has the
smart.
best rates?
Yeah. Who has the most cash in the drawer?
It's not about that.
Well, if you could get
I
a
don't
little,
want liquid cash.
if you want a little on top, you know, sometimes you gotta buy some furniture.
Surprise! This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Purple. The logical part of my brain knows the world isn't actually trying to keep us from getting a good night's sleep in the summertime, but it's hot. All right? People are partying all night, and the crickets are screaming outside. They're screaming into the void. That means the lizard part of my brain is convinced that the world really is trying to keep us all awake. You got crickets, you got lizards, but thankfully, we got Purple and Purple mattress to keep us cool and comfy no matter what. That's because only Purple mattresses have the grid, a unique ventilated design that stays cool all night and supports and cushions your body perfectly. Memory foam remembers too much, way too much. But the grid bounces back when you move and shift so there aren't any weird lumps in your mattress. Okay? We're always changing, always evolving. Forget the past, live in the now. All right?
Basically, we're hitting triple-digit temperatures.
Yeah, it hot, okay? You want to be sweating and uncomfy? Don't be a sucker. I use the Purple pillow. My head stays cool. Never sweat, never wet. They can use that in their next read if they want. That one's free. Try your Purple mattress risk-free. That's 0 risks. With free shipping and returns, there are also financing options. Purple is comfort reinvented right now. you'll get 10% off any order of $200 or more. Go to purple.com/offtopic10 and use promo code
Offtopic10.
That's purple.com/offtopic10. Promo code
Offtopic10
for 10% off any order of $200 or more. One more time. I feel like you maybe weren't listening. Listen up. Stop the presses. Purple.com/offtopic10. Promo code
Offtopic10.
Smart.
Yeah, I was talking a little bit about this earlier, but it's just a couple weird things. Like
You're weird.
We saw a house and we put a bid on it, and then we were just like the listing agent was like, "This is."
You're gonna talk about it. You're gonna jinx it, bro.
I mean, I'm already in contract, but whatever happens, happens. But essentially, I was like, "Cool, like we're the like bidding offer," and then like the last 10 minutes, it was like someone came in.
Somebody eBayed you.
Someone came in and just threw the whole fucking bank at the wall. And I was just like, damn, that sucks. And then a couple of days later, they're like, hey, would you want to be like an official contracted backup? And I was like, that's a thing?
I've never heard of that.
I never.
A secure number 2.
Never heard of
You
that.
could be the number 2 guy in
And
the
then
organization.
all I've ever wanted.
And then I was like, it took like 10 minutes and like $50 to like be a secure contract backup.
I gotta start.
I don't know.
And
That's
I was-
worth it. 10 minutes and
Yeah,
$50.
but I was like, what?
I only have 9
I need
minutes.
to
and
start
$40.
looking at these TikTok investors.
Yeah,
minutes,
exactly.
Something like that.
And then I was like, whatever. And talking to my realtor is like, I mean, maybe 1 out of 10 of these, like, backup contracts works out or whatever. But then yesterday hits, right before the stream. Oh, I hit the stream and we're gonna start.
He's pulling,
We
he's
start pulling. You know what I mean? I get a text from realtor. I look at it and he was like, hey, like the first offer.
That was in the text?
Yeah. There was a video going. Look at this.
Why would you record that?
Look down. And then he was just like, hey, the first offer went through. We're in contract. We're official backup, so we're good.
Fell through. It didn't go through.
Yeah, it fell through.
That means they got
And
it.
I called him and I was like, what?
We're selling the house twice.
Yeah. I was like, what happened? He was like, yo, the people that outbid us,
Disappeared.
they.
no.
Yeah.
Realtor.
They live in the dog
He's
hole.
like,
They went on
he's like,
vacation.
they're gone, don't ask. But he was like, before inspection, they backed out. And I was like, why would they do that? And he's like,
Before inspection.
Cold
yeah.
feet.
So I was like, what has happened? He's like, dude, I'll be honest with you. I've seen it so many times since January. People just getting so beat up by the market. They just go in and go, I'm not gonna get this house. Let's throw in a fat offer. And then when they actually get the house offer in, they go, okay, well, hold on. Maybe you didn't really want this house or didn't
Yeah.
want to spend too much.
I don't want that.
And I'm just like, that's insane. He's like, dude, it's weird, but
But
it
like, I'm on
happened.
15 contracts
Yeah.
right now. I
Have
gotta
you
figure out
still
which
not
one.
fixed your mistake?
He hasn't.
He dropped his mic.
Weird.
He was playing his mic like a video
fiddling
game.
Yeah.
forever, and now he's over there screaming for help.
Yeah.
You,
If you can't hear me, don't
you
worry.
dropped, then
No.
fiddled for so long.
He dropped
Thankfully,
and fiddled.
had
I thought
nothing
he
worth
was on
saying.
the whole time. He dropped it, did a couple things, and I went, wow, he knows how to work that mic.
He doesn't
pack.
know shit, dude.
And he didn't.
And now I'm back.
doesn't
I
know
fixed
shit.
it, and
He's
I'm the
back.
king of the show.
He's marching
Here
like
I
he's-
come.
But yeah,
Got arthritis.
the people that were supposed to be like the outbidders they backed out, and then I was like, okay, cool, we're up in line, and my realtor was like, we weren't even the second highest bid, like another bid came in even higher, so we were the third in line, and I was like, well, what happened to the second people? And he was like, well, they had the option to be backup contract, but
they didn't wanna do
they
that?
said, nah, don't want to do it.
They said I only have 9
said
minutes
yes.
and $40.
They said no. I was talking to my realtor. I was like, I mean, it took like $50 in no time. And it's like, some
Yeah,
people
but
just
as
don't wanna
some
do
people
it.
might not know, $50 is a lot when you get in the house market.
Right.
You know, when you
When
talk
you're
like
talking about
closing
thousands
costs,
of
dollars,
and
$50
fees and
I've
inspections.
literally
and-
put every cent I have into buying this house. I don't have $50.
It's not even that they didn't have it; it was the principle.
Yeah,
They're
they're
I like that you're
that's
principled,
too
man.
steep.
oh, second in line.
I'll lose $6,000. to not spend $50 more.
$750,000 for this house? Fine.
What'd you want for the option period? Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
$50 as a backup.
But it's a backup.
Get lost.
But yeah,
Hey,
I mean,
buddy.
You.
And then
off.
he was like, yeah, we're up, and I was like, oh shit. So
That's
like,
wild.
That's awesome.
I've been-
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. So yeah, we're gonna go do the inspection this weekend.
It's funny,
and
though,
just like trying to get everything put
because-
together, and I was like, it went from like you know, seeing a whole bunch of houses, putting an offer down on a couple. We've only been looking at houses for like a month and a half. Put down an offer on one, and then they were just like, okay, we'll have you as a backup offer, but it wasn't like an official backup offer.
Crazy.
They didn't have a seal.
Because they just wanted to see more offers flood in.
Oh,
They were just teasing.
imagine. They were just
Yeah.
seeing all that money, knowing that you own a thing and everone's going, I'll give you
It's also
so much
someone
more.
doing this.
They're just
I'm
watching the
important.
emails and they're just
Yeah.
jerking
Yeah.
off.
Yeah,
They're
right.
just like, 10 grand over? Nah. And they're just like, oh, 50 over.
Quit wasting
The
my time.
awkward thing was though, he was talking about this house, they were in on the house, and then someone swooped and got it. But then I started the like ex-girlfriend thing of like, bro, no one liked her. That house was fucking ugly and stupid. It was a piece of shit. I don't want to tell you, I fucking hate that house. And he was like, I got the house! And I was like,
So good for
yo,
you, man.
I
I'm
always
stoked.
like that house.
It's the best
so
house,
good
bro.
for you.
That house is so good.
It's so sick.
Damn,
So
dude.
sick.
What I will say is, when you first mentioned it, you were like, yeah, this is like happening real quick, and my realtor says, I got to put this offer in by this time. And you told me everything about it. You're like, you know, this is the house, this is the specs, this is the offer, how much it is.
We saw the house and we had to get the offer in.
Yeah.
Like in 24
And
hours.
he's telling me everything. Like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and I was like, where was that? And you're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, what time was it? He's like, oh, this time. I was like, how much was it? And I was like, got it. Hey, Lindsay. And he was like, yo, I was like, I'm gonna fucking steal your house.
Michael's
I
like,
was making jokes. I'm like, how much did you? What was it
yeah.
on?
Michael just kept
I could go
going.
higher than that.
Michael just kept going. I'm gonna go a little higher.
Is
Take the
that-
house.
Yeah,
And
I'm
the
just
funny
saying,
thing is,
dude, in my house with no look at me, I went, 1 o'clock, huh?
Well, it's weird. It's like somebody came in and put
I
a
got 3
higher
hours.
offer
Yeah.
and then decided they didn't want the
Yeah.
house. They just wanted to make you sweat.
I don't know.
They were second.
weird.
It was
Someone-
weird. They backed
someone
out, but
backed out before
they
inspection.
said to tell you, fooled you?
Yeah.
It's really weird.
He kept walking around going, that's what I'm talking about?
He just said 2 innocent guys.
He kept walking into every room going, that's what I'm talking about. But it did cross my mind when like literally 10 minutes after like the deadline, they're like, someone swooped in last minute. I went, nah, Michael.
It was that way. It was like 3 hours and it closes, and I was like, "Honey, we got 3 hours." Sarah, I won't be available for videos this morning. Something's come up.
Something urgent.
Yeah, it was like,
Trust me, it'll be a great between the games.
bro, I'll let you come
I
over.
bought Alfredo's house out from under it.
I'm happy to lease it to you.
I hate it.
You're welcome to rent it from Michael.
So yeah, now we're gonna go through the whole process
That's
of
awesome.
like being in contract on this place, and
So-
very much went from like searching, found one, put an offer on it, and then we're just went, okay, found this one, put
Boom,
an offer,
party
and then
mansion.
like, hey, we're in contract, let's go, and I'm just like,
yeah.
oh shit,
Hey,
okay,
we'll be there.
like
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll be
everything
there.
moving. But
You
I
already know where
mean,
it is.
we've only searched for a month and a half.
That's awesome.
In a busy market,
In a
too.
Yeah.
busy market. Well, we got
Doesn't get much busier.
busy.
It does not get much busier
Yeah,
than Austin.
we actually got to the point where like the past couple months where the market like settled just a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and I even saw some like houses. I'm like, oh, just out of my price range, like drop in price, and I went sweet. But
Didn't
yeah,
get any of 'em.
But like, yeah, exactly. But like the earlier in the month, my realtor was like, yeah, people were coming in like 100, 150K over. And I was just like, what the?
Chump change.
Yeah, they're like, I didn't even
That's
see
not
that
a show
house.
anymore. We don't do that show anymore.
Dude, he's like the number of times like I would just do. My realtor was like number of times I would just go on like Google FaceTime and just walk through the house for someone in like California, and I was
Yep.
like, I couldn't like buy a house just looking through it through like FaceTime.
I rented a house like that when I first moved here.
Yeah, but that's like renting is fine.
That's how
Yeah,
I, that's how I
renting's
felt
different.
because it was
You're not
a year
locked
later,
into
you're
like
like, oh,
30
love
years.
the place to
Yeah,
rent. But
yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah, because a
buying
year
it?
later, I went and I bought a house.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But like to like lock into like a 30-year mortgage, I was
Right.
like, yeah, I
Right.
saw it over FaceTime.
I'll take
Hey, this
it.
looks great behind your head. When I was searching like
that.
years ago, there was plenty of people like realtors that would be FaceTiming around the place. I'm like, I don't want to lose a
crazy.
house to that.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it, and then they're gonna
just makes
flip
me
it,
feel
and then they're
bad.
gonna lease it, and I'm like, I just want a place to crash, you know? Just sleep.
Yeah.
Austin's a hot market.
It
Way to
is.
go, getting that house. So you gonna tell the inspector where you want the dog hole or what?
Right,
Yeah,
because that's what they do.
Inspector the dog hole can.
Yeah, house is great. Where do you want me to dig that hole?
Well, I was like, well,
Dig
right
the hole
here is
for the
where-
dog.
It's gonna be the dog panic room.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah's over.
The dog just runs in there and the door goes.
It's locked down. I finally watched Nobody, and that's what happens. They put a whole family goes in the dog panic room.
Nobody.
Oh, is that the one with what's the name?
Bob
from
Odenkirk?
Yeah, and the poster for the movies.
Him getting punched.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like the
like
John
50
Wick.
different ways.
It was. I liked it. It was.
John Wick's guns.
Instead of
and
guns,
he's
it's
getting-
punches.
It was
He's just kind of like an old man.
Yeah, he's just kind of. He's like, I used to do this. I don't do it anymore. And now he does it again. Kind of.
It rides that line of like, obviously it's still absurd.
Yes.
And ignore the fact that it's Bob Odenkirk. Just this man in particular. But the first like comeback scene is him just getting his ass
He
fucking
gets
kicked.
beat the fuck.
I mean, he still does a very good job.
Yeah.
In
like
all things
John
considered,
Wick.
but it's not.
Yeah.
When they go into his house.
It's not. Yeah, but it's not so much like a hit squad coming to his house. It's like a bunch of ruffians on
No,
the
no.
bus.
He seeks it out,
And he's like, I'm
yeah.
gonna kick
He's
your
on the
ass.
bus, and he's like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of these guys, and they beat the shit
They
out of
beat
him.
the shit out of him. He just won't stop getting up.
Yeah, he just
Like,
keeps going.
It's very funny.
It's
He's like
awesome.
beating the shit out of a bunch of people on this bus. He gets thrown out the window of the bus and then slowly walks around the bus and climbs back through the door.
That
like,
scene is so fucking
so,
good.
like you watch him like walk around, get back into the, like I think he has to like have the person open the door to the bus driver, and he's like, and he gets back in the bus. Like, all right, here we go.
I just can't imagine
It was
fighting
enjoyable.
someone,
It was very enjoyable.
throwing them out a window, and they go, gotta come back and fucking beat your ass, and you
Not
just
his
go,
stop.
what the fuck?
Not his
Yeah,
stop.
It was
absolutely.
good.
It was a great movie to watch on a plane.
Who's in it?
Oh, that sounds like a good plane movie.
Yep.
Christopher Lloyd's in it.
Christopher Lloyd is in it. RZA from Wu-Tang Clan is in it.
Really?
Yeah, very weird. Very weird.
So is it just
Nick
action
has
with
done
some
movies, though.
like some
Oh, it's
comedy
it's,
bits?
Yeah,
Or is it like
it's funny.
comedy?
Yeah.
It's action.
Oh, okay.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a fun, like, what if your dad was actually like a spy who killed people?
Yeah.
It's like,
but your dad is Bob Odenkirk, not Jason Statham.
Yes. Right.
They're like, oh, this makes sense. Like, I'm gonna pick up my daughter from school.
Yeah.
He's just like, he's more like. In a questionable montage, the guy misses the garbage 7 weeks in a row.
Yeah, you would
Get
have
up.
so-
Why are you yelling at the garbage truck? Get up earlier.
a family of four.
Put it out the night before.
That's
you
what I'm
silly
saying.
goose.
The family
Look,
of four
1
just doesn't
week,
have
2
that much
week-
garbage. It doesn't make sense.
Sure. But like that's the other thing. One, you keep missing it.
Yep.
It's your fault. Two, if you miss it every week,
Yeah,
where's
where's
it
your
going?
garbage? He must take it somewhere. He just must put it in the back of
Yeah,
the car, but he
put it in
takes
the
the bus.
minivan and
There's a
doesn't make
very
sense.
I appreciate it because I don't need to watch it for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a very fast like, and this is their life. 5 minutes go by.
Yep.
You know, he's like, coffee, work. Oh, I missed the garbage. This, that. Very mundane.
Yeah.
And then the action starts.
Yeah, it was. I'd recommend it. I think it's just like if you're looking for something to put on, it's an easy.
So,
movie.
so
pretty
he's,
short,
so he's
too.
out there
Yeah.
seeking violence. He's seeking to be beat up, or is
Well,
he
no.
antagonizing people because
something
he's got,
happens to him.
He's like, I used to be able to do this, but I'm actually just rusty now.
People
Like,
go to his house, and then that starts him on this path of like, I'm gonna go get them back, and then he
It
does,
was
and
kind
then
of
he
a
goes,
thing.
it's a
It was
revenge.
kind of a thing. Even the reason he does is comedic, where
Yes.
it's like, no, this is too far.
Yeah.
It's just like even
it's
like
not too far.
It's one of those things where you know
TP'd my house.
he gets
now it's over.
his house gets burglarized, and he's
Sure.
like, fucking let him take it,
Yeah.
let him do this, let him do that, and it's like passive, 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 passive. Of course, no one knows, and they're like, you're a bitch. Why didn't you defend? And the neighbor's like, oh, they fucking beat their ass, and he's like, hey, whatever, whatever. But then one thing just like sets him off, and he's like, fuck it.
Yep.
No.
So like John Wick has the dog in the car, and
Yeah.
like you don't touch those.
Yeah.
Bob Odenkirk or his character
Yeah.
has something very niche, and
It's
something
even,
happens to
even
that thing.
more ridiculous.
Even
than the
more
dog.
ridiculous.
It's-
He's
yeah.
like like he gets down on the ground and looks at his blades of grass, and he's like, they're bent the
In a
wrong
similar
way.
way.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, he
yes.
has some sweet pulls.
Then he goes.
Yeah.
He goes out.
Dandelion.
My Charizard!
He goes out. He goes out for revenge.
Charizard.
He goes out for revenge and then kind of learns like, revenge isn't really what I wanted it to be. But he's still so fucking amped up,
Right.
that like then he's on the bus and he wants this like thing to happen where he's like, just give me a fuck. It's just him
Yeah,
sitting
give
there
me a
going,
fight.
give me a fucking.
But then
reason.
it's like-
give me a fucking.
But then it's
reason.
like, uh-oh, you messed with my boss's nephew, and that's
And so it just this thing
domino effect of
Yes.
wild
Yeah.
occurrences.
It's this
that's- okay.
thing that he really does to himself.
Sure.
And so he's like, it's not.
But
he's not
what he
incredibly
does is
sympathetic.
give me a movie to watch.
Yes, and
So
that
I
is
like
it was a
He's
fun
an amazing
movie to
actor.
watch.
So like,
yeah.
I'm one of those people that can be sold like on a handful of actors or actresses. Like, if you know they're in it, they're like,
Bob
I'm gonna
Odenkirk's
watch
great.
it regardless. And
Yeah.
What did he?
He's
He
great.
just had either a heart attack or a stroke.
He had a heart
Yeah.
attack.
A
little
he, had
one.
he had a mild
But
heart
he was-
attack on the set of Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
And he's okay.
What a fantastic
Yeah.
show. I think
he's
I
good.
think we
He's-
talked about that many times on the show, so I won't do it here again.
He's
but-
great in
I haven't seen
everything.
Breaking Bad, so I feel like I can't watch that.
Dude,
show.
you have to.
I think you
know.
could.
I mean,
have
it's a
to.
prequel though,
Yeah.
so who cares?
Oh, okay.
I mean, like,
I mean, I didn't know.
It all leads up to his character.
There's
it
like-
all takes place before Breaking
There's like
Bad.
some
Yeah.
flashes to it. There's some references to it, but yeah, you could totally watch it in whatever
It's
order.
probably more as someone who watched Breaking Bad but hasn't watched Better Call Saul. It's probably more. I know what happens to that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Then
Or you're
I
like-
don't know what's happening.
Or you're like, oh, so this is when this person enters the story. Someone that you
Right.
saw from the
So
beginning.
there's stuff you're gonna get, but
God,
it's
you
not
gotta watch
like
Breaking
Breaking
Bad
Bad what's
though.
Yeah,
happening.
you have to. Okay.
some amazing television.
I know.
think
It's just a
you'll really
lot
like
of
it.
seasons.
I
It
didn't watch-
is.
I
And
didn't
I'm
watch the last season.
stuck
I think they're
on-
both about the same,
I
right?
stopped.
They
I went-
both are
stuck
like
on
six-
Bachelor in Paradise, baby.
I didn't watch the second episode this week.
Maybe
First
I'll
one,
binge it though, because I binged. I didn't watch
good.
Breaking Bad
It's like
until
drama you can
before
just
the last
taste.
half of the last season started.
Yeah, same.
And I
Actually,
just-
same.
I watched the whole show in like 2 months.
I had
and then it was
watched
over.
the first season and then I fell off for whatever reason. I was like, oh, that's good,
I
but like
don't-
it was a
yeah.
nice
I
resolve.
don't know that I could have hung on for years because
Oh
it is.
no,
It's not that. No.
it's
No,
like
you're
Walking
right.
Dead. I've fallen
Great-
off of
well,
it.
I mean,
to
always.
binge.
It's great,
Walking Dead's
but,
on the
but
final
it's also
season.
just like
That's
it's
wild.
too heavy.
Yeah.
I don't want to walk
Finally.
around with that show for 6 years. You watch, you go, oh my god, I can't believe it. Next episode, next episode,
Right.
next episode. I can't imagine like living in that for 6 years. Like it's miserable.
Oh, no way.
It's awful.
It
Like-
was a nice
like,
release.
It's just it's depressing. It's
Yeah.
very good, but it's
Like Ozark level of depressing.
I mean, I haven't watched
It's-
it, but Ozark is claimed as the money laundering of Breaking Bad is
Yeah,
to drugs.
it's similar.
It's very similar.
I need to get back to
dude,
it.
Ozark. Every time in Ozark, I'm like, oh my god, I would never want to be in this situation.
That's
This is
Breaking
so
Bad.
fucking stressful.
That's
Oh my
yes,
god.
yes,
100%.
6 seasons of it.
Oh, this episode of Off Topic, let me tell you, and you, is brought to you by Gabby. Sure, okay, hundreds of companies out there claim to compare auto and home insurance rates, but there's only one who actually does it. Get better insurance right now with Gabby. Gabby is the one true comparison platform with fast, verifiable quotes. No ballpark guesses, okay? This ain't a guessing game. We want facts and numbers. Digits, they got it. Use your current policy to find a better policy by comparing your current coverage with 40 of the top insurance providers like Progressive, Nationwide, and Travelers, all in one place. You don't gotta be running around. Who's got time for that? It's free! And they only show policies that are the same or better than your current coverage, most of them at a lower price. Okay, the whole process, it's really quite simple. No going to 100 different sites to compare quote after quote after quote. You go to Gabby, Gabby gonna hook you up. I got gabbed. You too can get gabbed. Gabby customers save $961 per year on average, plus they'll never sell your info. So no annoying spam or robocalls. Guess what? Robot Uprising comes up, they don't have your number. Gabby got your back. Put your policy to the test and get a better insurance with Gabby. It's totally free to check, and there's no obligation. Go to Gabby.com/offtopic. That's GABI.com/offtopic. You tell them where they need to go one more time.
Gabby.com/offtopic.
Don't make him say it again.
Gabby.com/offtopic.
He said it again.
The last
watch
season
it like
was
Ozark is
this.
gonna have one last season.
The last season was all right, but I loved
They're all
the
all right.
resolve of the. I mean, in relation to the other seasons, I like pushed myself to just finish it. But the what? Huh? But the way it resolves, you haven't seen it though, right? The last season.
I don't give a shit.
Well, I
do
might
that a
watch
lot.
it.
I do
They
that a
care.
lot with. Give a fuck if they care. I do that a lot with TV where
what makes
I
us
won't.
different.
Michael cares a lot. I didn't watch the last episode of the first season of True Detective because I went, I get it. This is fine. I'm good. I'm good. Everything wears out its welcome because nothing's a 90-minute movie anymore. Everything's a 9-hour fucking situation that I have to have a B plot where Hank collects rocks. Like I don't, I can't
right,
stress
yeah.
enough how much I don't fucking care
Yeah.
about the B and C stories of these things. Just give me the characters that I
Right.
want, doing the thing that I want to do in this much amount of time.
Like the
nothing.
Melfi scenes in The Sopranos.
I fast forward through all the Melfi scenes so that way Tony's a fucking badass, shoots his fucking gun. Oh, Carmela, how the fuck she do that?
He likes the Melfi scenes.
Oh,
Are you
I
talking
like
about is that the scenes with like the
the
therapist,
therapist.
right?
Yeah, the best scenes in the show are when
that's
Tony
the B plot.
is sitting down with Melfi, like digging into who he is.
Yeah.
And there are people. I remember when that show was airing, and
just
people
hate-
are just like, I fast forward through the Melfi scenes, and I'm like,
Throw
you're
the guy off the bridge!
It's like,
And the guy's going,
I
and they
love,
just throw him up.
I love when Paulie fucking kills that guy, and it's like you have no idea. You missed everything. It's insane.
Does The Sopranos still hold up?
Fuck yeah.
I haven't watched it in years, but I imagine.
I rewatched
I-
it 2 months ago.
I tried
All the way
rewatching another HBO show.
Never.
That's your Pokemon card.
Entourage. And
Entourage.
Entourage.
Oh,
does not hold up.
I'll be honest, I didn't like it when it was out.
Oh, really? I was just like, I liked like, kind of just like, I mean, obviously it's a show, but like the behind the scenes stuff where he's like, there's like, oh, you wanna? It's funny because during the show, it's like he gets to play Aquaman. It's like, oh, do you want to play Aquaman? Well, you have
And
to
that
do
was
this.
the
You have to
joke.
yeah, that was the joke,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
now we have Aquaman. But it was like, oh, you want to play Aquaman? Like, here's the suit, and he's like, the suit looks like trash, and how he had to deal with like agents and the other like the studio dealing with a shitty suit, and then he wanted to do the sequel. But the sequel lined up with a passion project he wanted to do, so it's like juggling the two, and he's like, well, they're not gonna fire me, and then he gets fired off of it, and I'm just like, oh man, like just the whole back end of dealing with like the agents in the studio.
Just watch
and-
BoJack Horseman instead. 'cause
Oh,
that's
that sounds even better
But
then.
but good.
But then
Yeah,
I watched it back then. I watch it now. I'm just like,
It does not. Entourage.
Oh.
Entourage is very.
it's very just like bro.
Do you remember how
and-
gross?
and
do you remember how
women
gross
and-
2002 was just for people in
Yeah.
general? That's kind of what that show is.
You could
Forever.
taste it in
Yeah.
the air.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
and I was
really-
just like,
yeah.
ugh, it doesn't hold up. It
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
hold up.
no.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, women, birdies.
Yeah,
and I'm just
it's,
like,
gross.
bro, and I'm like, oh shit,
It's pretty gross.
This is gross now.
Yep.
And Michael Scott loves it. That's all I know about
Yeah.
it. I'm like, makes sense now.
But yeah, I mean the intro. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! It's the worst. It's so cool. That was a show that was created by Mark Wahlberg that was based on him and his friends and his
That
life.
tracks.
Yes.
So, is there a scene where Mark pummels someone
like
to
a
death?
Marky Mark?
No, they leave out the part where he
Of
does
his
hate
life where
crimes.
he-
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, they left that out. They put everything else in, but like it's him, like that. I think the main character is supposed to be like Mark Wahlberg, and then like his like Johnny Drama is supposed to be like Donnie Wahlberg,
Yeah.
like who is it? New Kids on the Block.
wow.
or
I
whatever.
saw 2
He was in Saw. He was
was,
also in
he
Saw
was.
2.
and 3.
Was he in 3?
That's true. Yeah, no, he made it
Fantastic.
past. Yeah.
Oh
Isn't he the guy that gets his head crushed?
Oh my god.
He's like, oh, and I go,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
so.
so.
I
What
think he's
was
the head
going
crushed.
on? What was going on in the 90s and like the early to mid 2000s where it was how elaborate can we make these deaths, and that's the film. It was Final
Very fun.
Destination.
Dude, I was about to
and
say, I'm gonna rewatch all the
Saw,
Final Destinations.
Hostel. There was like a
It
genre
was, more, it was
of
just like how
movie.
pure gory can we make
Yeah,
it? Like
it
make
was-
you suffer while
They-
you watch.
it just felt like someone was in a writer.
God
What the
damn it.
fuck is
Again?
wrong with you?
Are you put it on the desk?
All right, it works.
man
Mike, it
needs
works. Don't worry
Somebody
about
have
it.
a spray
Guys,
bottle?
listen,
Christ.
cut that part.
we just
Editor,
have a spray bottle?
Editor, cut that part out. Yeah, that part's getting
Dude.
cut. Guys, here's the thing. It felt like people were in a writer's
You're
room.
just gonna move on
Go-
from
Yeah,
this?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
because this is gonna be a clean cut right here.
We don't cut
So that
anything
is
on
what
this show.
it felt like. Everyone was in a
we won't
writer's
cut
room
that.
going, "How do we do the most elaborate death in a gym?" And then everyone went, "What if the weights?" And it was a pull, and it goes and it swings and on his
Or
throat.
that, or Jim would be crushed by the bleachers, which happens in an episode of X-Files because 2 girls, which was in the 90s, 2 girls get, like, because of the alignments of the planets, they get, like, telekinesis powers, and some guy pisses them off, and so, like, a ball rolls under the bleachers, and he goes to get it, and then they use their mind to crush him in the bleachers. He's like,
That's it. That's solid.
but it was TV, so you don't see it, but you know he
You
was
hear it,
squished.
yeah, you know it. It's off camera.
Squish.
But I mean, I remember watching the first Final Destination, and even to this day, I go, "That's a cool premise."
Yeah, and then they
Premise
made
is
like
aw-
9 of
And
them.
then
And
they
then
made
they
9
kept
of them,
going,
and
yeah.
I went, "I'll still watch them."
Yeah.
I know what I'm watching. I
Right.
know what I'm getting into. But like the whole premise of like Death has a plan, and then the one dude saw the plan, and then got a bunch of people off, and Death's like, okay, new plan.
What if Death is
I'm
just
just
like really
fuck, that would suck to
unorganized though?
have
He
to keep
oversleeps a
doing
lot.
that.
Death works here?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Death, you're 30 minutes late. I'm going. I'm running. What time to die? Oh no! Oh, I'm supposed to cut the brake line. I forgot. I'll knock off Eric's mic pack. No!
Now I'm
I
dead.
just feel like I wouldn't. There'd be too much anxiety to keep up with like whatever Death's next plan is.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, no, just take me.
But
the
isn't
the
that
Rube
what?
Goldberg system of dying violently, I'd be like, listen, just make it quick and painless.
Yeah.
I don't need to slip in the shower and catch my neck in
Yeah.
the noose of my shower.
But
That wasn't
isn't-
one happened to his
isn't
best
that
friend.
no,
what-
painless.
Isn't that what the last Final Destination?
Yeah.
I think they're remaking Final Destination.
Didn't
too.
the last
house went on
Lay it on
fire?
us, dog.
the last one, the Final Destination, which is like the last. I can't believe they called it that, but that's what it was called. It's all of the shit happens and people are dying or whatever, and then the person like sees it all happen. But they see the plane explode from the first one, but they're on the plane, and all of that stuff was
Yes.
happening
No,
before.
yeah, the one you're talking about ends
Uh-huh.
with the survivors of the film getting on the plane.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was a prequel. And
Yeah.
you didn't know.
And you didn't know, and that was like, whoa.
It's always very much like, we did it. And then Death goes, no, you didn't.
Yep.
That's every one of those movies.
the Final Destination.
My favorite part, which to me and friends of mine, it became iconic. It was a meme. No. It was a meme.
said no, but I
before I'm sure memes existed. I never heard of one or knew what it was. But it became a reference point of, oh, they Final Destination did, huh? Was the first to the second one, the two of them survived, right? Well, technically three of them, and then they had like the closing of the movie, and it was like, wait, we didn't get away, and then
And
one guy
then,
got
yeah,
killed. So it
yeah.
was the main
The
kid.
sign that swung
Yes,
down.
it was the main kid, and then it was Allie Larder. Those were the two that survived. And then Allie Larder was in the second one, where she was just
like a
like
psych
in
ward,
the
right?
psych ward, just like, I'm
Yeah.
not leaving the room, I'm not leaving the room. And then the main character of the second one was like, you gotta leave the room, and she left the room, and then she died horribly.
Yeah. Was
But
the
the
second one
first
the
kid-
highway one?
Yes.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
first
yeah.
kid.
Logs.
The
That was
first
awesome.
kid.
I need to rewatch
That's
it.
a good one. It was the kid from Idle Hands.
Devin Sawa.
Sawa. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Gracie,
so
do you know who Devin
he-
Sawa is? Okay, cool. Thank you.
But do you know who Saweetie is?
All right.
So, him and Allie Larder survived, and in the opening of Final Destination 2, it's just like a panning shot, and you see a newspaper clipping that's like a picture of him, and it's like, man killed by brick.
Yeah.
And I went, wait, what? And he's not in the movie
He's
at
not in
all.
the he's not in the
And they were like,
back.
oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he should have cut. He probably, just based on that guy's career, he probably should have come back.
And I was just like, what the
Yeah.
that, I was in the theater like this, like, what?
Yep.
Anyway, got
But
him.
he saw the plan. He's
Got him.
kicked everything out. Yeah.
But that's, I mean, didn't they do one where, like, a girl went to, like, an optometrist and then, like, a laser is gonna, like,
Yes.
shoot through her fucking
Yeah.
brain or
Yes.
some shit? That's the worst. Don't shoot a laser through my
The one I hated the most was the kid in the dentist's office where
Yeah.
the little
Oh, it was
fist
it was a
Yeah.
tease.
And-
It was
yeah,
a little
it was a
tease.
tease, 'cause then he goes outside and
it was a
chases
little
pigeons.
it was a little pecker tease
Yep.
the whole time where you're getting hard on him almost dying.
Yeah, he's
with
going-
this little thing. And the best part was like he's like an inch from death, and the dentist comes in and goes, "Whoops." And there's no like ambulance called, and he's like, "Don't tell anybody about that." Oh, I almost died. Then he walks out, bunch of pigeons fly off. You know, as usual, guys lifting a giant pane of glass, go,
Right,
"Ah!" and the glass squishes him into goo.
He goes like,
He goes,
they show it from the side as he folds backwards.
Yeah, goo.
Ah.
And I go, take that, kid.
Yep.
Yep.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna rewatch his movies.
Anyway,
Now that would be a way to go, because that'd be instant.
That would be quick.
Just
Yeah,
make it-
and
just
that's a
make
quick
it
one.
you're on
quick.
display. That's a
You're-
show.
and you're on display.
Listen,
Yeah.
if you're gonna
It's
go
like,
out,
yo, you'll end
Dinner
up
and a show.
fun
give
to
people
get
a
to see.
show. Give people a story.
ding, first bell. Wow, can you believe it?
Almost.
First bell already? I mean, we only have like 26 more minutes.
Oh, that's
so.
true.
Oh man, time went fast.
Time went
So that
fast,
was
and
you
we
talking about Final
also
Destination?
we have a hard out.
We're on
'Cause
one of
they're
the
doing a
we're on the
hard
ley
out.
lines.
they're doing a the Suicide Squad watch party.
true.
Oh, that's right. That movie's cool.
Yes.
I
It's
like that
cool.
movie.
That was
It
a fun
is.
movie, dude.
I like that movie a lot.
I've really enjoyed it.
I didn't
Yeah,
think I was
same.
gonna like it as much as I
just
did,
watched
and
it.
I
This
left
is
going,
not
oh, great fucking,
because
this is so
you're
easy. Just make
watching
them all
it.
underdogs. This is so much fun.
It's also great because they're like they kill so many of them.
There's so many
yeah.
dives.
So
Yeah, very
brutal
funny.
and
Who's your
violent.
favorite character?
But don't spoil it
Oh,
because
shit.
you can watch it soon. Anyway, first members, hey, what's up? Thanks for I'm over here. Thanks for firsting. Yo, you know what I like to say? You know what I do first thing in the morning? I first up.
Whoa.
That's why I log in and I check my first membership. And then I go, did it expire? Like death, I get too nervous.
Is it because it's the first thing of the day? You just you're like, it's a day of firsts?
Well, it's after I take a dump.
Oh, so it's,
technically
well,
it's
not
the second,
okay. All right,
but
that's fine.
sometimes I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, watch Camp Betrayal. Watch this guy eat dirt.
I don't eat dirt. It doesn't happen. I don't remember that.
Hey, first, what's up? Right?
That's pretty good.
We got
Yeah,
it.
I like
we
that.
got it.
That's pretty good. I like it.
Saved it.
Who's your favorite character in the Suicide Squad movie?
Probably shit. I don't know. I really enjoyed all of them. The whole I don't want to spoil it, but the whole thing, the recurring thing happening with Polka Dot Man,
Yeah.
Polka Dot Man,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that his name?
Yep.
Is just like it was just
That was
so
very,
weird.
very good.
It was
club
so
scene-
weird.
the club
And it's
scene, that's
coming
it.
back.
The club scene is just
Yep.
so
coming back.
good.
And I just kept leaning over to Lindsay going, is this like this is what he's thinking or this is real? And they never
that's
really
how he
explain
sees
it.
it, or
But
is-
like
yeah.
but like is this like an interpretation or this is what your
Yeah.
life is? I don't
Right.
know. It was so
It was-
weird.
it was weird.
That movie
Awesome.
is so
Yep.
good at
Yeah.
so many angles.
Who's your favorite character?
I was gonna say Polka Dot Man was really interesting. But
Yeah,
but
he took it from you.
he took my answer. I actually really like Harley Quinn.
She's great.
I mean,
awesome character. Really
yeah,
fun.
she's an awesome character. But what I liked the
Fantastic
most
movie.
about her in this particular movie over Birds of Prey and the previous Suicide Squad was how they delivered, how, again, very similar to Polka Dot Man, how she sees the world and how she sees things and how they, again, I'm trying to avoid spoilers.
Yeah.
Watch the watch party. But like when she has her scene, there's a whole breakout or whatever, and then when she departs that scene,
Yep.
but they leave some of the effects in that area.
She has a fair
I thought
amount
that was very,
of
I thought
like,
it was very cool.
It was very cool, and because I think that is psychologically how she sees
Yep.
violence,
Yeah.
and so that was a particularly nice little bit of a little bow on the wrapping of.
she has
Harley
a
Quinn
fair
that I
amount
really
of
liked.
like solo stuff too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of her by herself in this.
And
it-
Margot,
it's very
and
cool.
I'll
Margot
say,
Robbie
like,
also killed it.
What kind of
as that
surprised me is
character.
I mean I could be wrong, but just watching the film and having seen Suicide Squad forever ago, I felt like she had less screen time. Which I just surprised because like Harley Quinn is the best thing to come out of the original Suicide Squad, and obviously they're like, thank God we have Harley Quinn at least. You know what I mean? Like, thank God we have this.
Yep.
And so I was expecting to like heavily lean on that in this, and they don't because it's actually good, and there's like everything's good, but it's very rich what you get out of her solo scenes.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was just like,
It's a good chunk.
High
fuck,
octane.
dude, and it's very funny.
Yeah.
It's very fucking funny. It's
is
weird.
funny,
It's
it's brutal,
entertaining.
it's
It's
violent.
funny.
Yep.
It had
Yeah.
as soon as it was over, I was like, all right, who were the celebrity cameos? It's one of those deals where I was
Right.
like, I don't know who they were, but I know. Oh, that's who that was. It was fun.
Who's your
I enjoyed it.
favorite character?
Probably, I mean, Peacemaker.
My second,
Cena was so good.
my
was
second,
very good.
my second favorite was gonna be.
He's way better
TDK.
in this.
TDK was sick.
TDK was one of I go, I know TDK. Who the fuck was TDK?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, TDK was awesome.
I had to wait till the movie was over because I didn't want to spoil anything.
But I don't know. John Cena's character, Peacemaker, was just so cool because he was just like, I will do anything in the name of liberty, and he's like,
Yeah.
I will kill children.
Well,
and
it was just in the
minors."
name of
In
the peace. He's like, in the name of peace,
yeah.
I'll kill any man, woman, and child.
In the name of peace, I'll kill anyone and everything. And I was like, that's just such an interesting like perspective.
There's so many like long jokes too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
again, I don't want to spoil it, but when they infiltrate the compound, that's like it's,
Dude.
It's kind of
Dude.
a. It's kind of just like a
Dude.
by the books action scene, and then you go, what?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You're
we're
just
not gonna
like,
spoil
that
it.
was 10
You just
minutes.
go.
Yeah.
You just go. That was an awesome scene.
You think you know
and
what's
you didn't-
happening.
You didn't,
You're like, damn.
You didn't think there'd be that button at the end, and you just
Yeah.
go, "Oh my god, the icing on the cake of this
Awesome.
scene."
Yep.
It's fantastic.
How about you? Did you answer?
Oh,
No, of course not.
My favorite character is Weasel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I figured.
So Weasel.
Weasel's the best character in the entire
It was
movie.
fucking funny. That's because everyone wants to see themselves on the big
Yeah,
screen.
Right,
it was
of
great.
course.
Listen, there was someone that was Ratcatcher 2. Ratcatcher 2 was very cool. I loved the little rat. The little rat
course
had a
you did.
backpack. It was a lot of fun. But Weasel stole every time Weasel was on
spotlight.
screen, it was great. And then every time Weasel was not on screen, everyone should have been asking, where's Weasel?
Oh,
What's Weasel
and I
doing?
was.
Yeah, constantly.
Weasel was interesting.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the large shark character, but I love the
King
comedic.
Shark.
Yeah,
King Shark. Yeah.
No, but he had a name.
He had
They kept
a
calling
proper
him
name.
something.
Yar something.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh,
yeah. It was something. Yeah, we don't want
or
something like that.
something, Tyler.
Yeah, something
I'm
like
just
that.
saying.
But
We could have done that.
the comedic relief of that character was great.
That was Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Bird.
He was so good. It was like so fun.
Coming back to Peacemaker,
Yeah.
I think John Cena obviously like he does wrestling. Now he's doing the acting stuff. His delivery in this was so much stronger because I think it aligned naturally with like his persona, and it was a very like you can deliver that character in one sentence. Exactly what you said. He'll do whatever for peace, no matter how violent it has to be.
And it's so like
it was
like
just so good.
he's a superhero. He's delivering this line, and
Right.
you're going,
In
"This guy's a
Fast-
fucking
It's also
maniac."
it's just very comedic too. Where like
Yeah.
it's not much of a spoiler, but early on they recruit Idris Elba, like you gotta be in the Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
and they give him the speech of like
Yes.
every single member is unique.
They're unique.
Yup, I
That's
love
this
that.
squad is assembled by every single person because their unique abilities form a perfect team. And the first person he meets is Peacemaker, and they explain what he does, and
Beat for beat.
Idris Elba goes, "He does exactly what I do." I was like, the exact same character. And so the two of them are bickering, and it's like, I did this, I did that. And it's like, I do better than, I hit the bullseye. And he goes, I hit the bullseye better. And he goes, how'd you hit the bullseye better? And he goes, I have the smaller bullets. Smaller bullets. And I was just like, what the fuck?
They'll go inside the bullet wound and not even touch the
good.
side.
Also, the rat you mentioned, not the in the movie, but the real name of the rat is Crisp Rat.
Yeah.
Because he's named after Chris Pratt.
There were two rats that played the rat, and one of them was Crisp Rat.
What the?
That's awesome.
Okay.
It was so cool. John Cena's getting his own show on HBO
He
Max
is.
now.
Is he really?
Yeah, as
there's a
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker
Oh,
He's got a
that's
Peacemaker show.
awesome.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Because like, and
Peace
coming
be
back
with
to the
you.
comparing John Cena here
Why
versus
doesn't he say that?
You should say that.
I think it was
Now
Ja-
die.
I love that James Gunn made a trauma movie, but for like $100 million. It was just like the schlockiest, goriest, craziest like trauma movie. He made it for so much money. It was awesome. And I think there was an interview with him later. He was like, John Cena's like the best improvising actor that I've ever worked with.
Also-
because a lot of
also,
that stuff was just Cena. Like,
Lloyd-
on the top,
Really?
yeah.
Did you see Lloyd Kaufman? He's in it.
Sick.
That's probably why
Where?
it felt so organic.
He's in it. I saw him in the movie without like looking it up. It's in the club scene when they're all dancing.
Yeah.
He's just like in the background at some
Really?
point.
Oh, that's awesome.
Who's in it?
Lloyd Kaufman.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's-
really?
like, yeah,
He's
That's
in,
cool.
It's the same scene, but he's in it twice. He's in the background, then it cuts away, and it comes back, and he's just
That's
like
so cool.
It's like seconds.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
I
see
just-
it. That's so cool.
The club scene moment that we're not going to talk about. I just love the way they displayed that with the camera.
Oh, yeah.
It was just
It-
so well done with the music and everything. And
Everything.
this
I
is
was
so
really,
funny.
really impressed. James Gunn's a great director. I think he's a guy who has a strong vision and then pushes for that vision. And no matter how kind of like cheesy or kind of corny it is or whatever, he really gets through on it. Oh, how crazy he is right there. That's
Right
that's-
behind
that's
him
so
doing
funny.
this.
I think he just did a really great job and it was super fun. I'm not a big superhero movie guy. I get like really tired
That's
of
a
that.
lie. He talks about it all the time.
All the- I can't get enough. I
all he
stopped
talks
my
about-
stream
all
to
he
watch
talks about
Spider-Man trailer.
is Marvel and Pulse. It's all I hear from this guy.
I'm such a Pulse guy.
That Spider-Man trailer.
I think they showed so much in that trailer.
Oh, yeah.
But they didn't show shit.
I'm gonna
in
be
that,
honest.
like,
I'm gonna be honest. I watched the trailer and I was just like, oh, they didn't really.
They didn't.
I saw the reaction to the trailer and then I watched the trailer and I was like, oh, I was just expecting a lot more from people losing their minds,
and I
which I'm
think
sure is
that,
there.
yes.
There's so much.
I think there's
so
a lot,
much,
but
but
there's
there's
also
also-
This is the best part. This is the best part. That trailer came out. First of all, Jack warned everybody. Spoiler. He warned everybody that the trailer unfinished leaked.
Yes.
So it's like, don't watch it and
Oh, he
not
did tweet
enjoy
about that, huh?
the
Yeah.
full
the trailer.
satisfaction.
Don't,
Like,
guys, you
it
might
was like-
see this commercial before it's done.
No, not commercial. It was unfinished.
Oh,
it
right.
was like a not approved, finished graphically VFX trailer, and so it was like, wait for the real trailer.
That's yeah.
And so the day that came out, I was streaming, and people were like, "Hey, did you see the Spider-Man trailer?" And I saw somebody go, "Well, no, he was streaming. It just came out, and he was streaming." And someone was like, Alfredo stopped what he was doing to watch it on stream, and he did a live reaction to the trailer.
Oh yeah,
And it's just the perspective of me going, fuck, what? No, when the fuck do I watch it? And then I didn't see it, but I imagine you going, oh, fuck, stop everything, the trailer!
I was in the nether.
Sounds like Alfredo.
I was in the nether, and I was just like being chased by gas and stuff like that, and I was like, wait, what? Are you serious? And I like ran into a corner, boxed myself
Shut it down,
in, and then
shut it
like pulled it up. Okay, Marvel. And then I watched it and I was like, oh my god.
Spider-Man's in Spider-Man 3. What?
They
so
are.
good. It's so good.
Oh,
They're all
Doctor
about
Strange
it.
is wearing a jacket.
Yeah.
Ah, it's cold out, and he's wearing a jacket in New York. What?
Marvel movies feel like they're all about two things now, and it's about pairing characters together and making one character so easy for lazy people to cosplay going forward that like they can just do it. Like, hey, here's Thor, he's fat. Hey, here's Doctor Strange, he wears a hoodie.
I've been prepping for Thor my whole life.
That's why.
The next meeting, I go, please don't be skinny. Please don't be skinny.
If you're jacked, I'm fucked.
Well, hang on. He's still jacked.
No, that's he's. You got to be big.
He's
Well, that's that
thick,
power. That's that
He's
Paul
bulked.
Senior.
Yeah.
That's that Orange County Choppers Paul Senior big.
Yeah.
Where you just lift heavy and eat whatever the fuck you want.
I don't know what you just said.
That's
Really?
my
You never
shit.
watched Orange County
You
Choppers?
said a string of words that I was struggling to keep up.
I was like, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, hold
Dude,
on, wait.
big
Go-
Paul
wait,
Senior
go
said
back.
something-
Well,
It's something about a helicopter.
Yeah,
somewhere in
chopper?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to get Stab to do that. I want Stab to just start lifting heavy. I'm like, just do whatever you want. Just lift big. All of a sudden, if Stab was just like
big.
fucking huge, you'd
Yeah.
just be like, what the fuck? That would be sick.
He moves the sets by himself. He just
Yeah,
grabs
he's
the
just like,
table.
he's like, get this table out of here. Ruh! Like rips it in half. That'd be sick. That's Stab.
Do you want to do
Stab.
that?
Dope.
He said.
Why not?
He
Yeah.
Not if that guy
slowly
wants
shook
it.
his head and then went, nah.
Yeah.
I mean, he said none of that guy wants.
Yeah.
You can't
Fucked
have that
up.
kind of mindset, though.
Fucked up. It's true. You gotta get Stab. Start looking up 60-second mind and unsticking mind videos.
Oh, shit.
You gotta unstick your mind.
You gotta
bro.
unstick your mind. Don't let your brain escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not.
There's something
Don't
where
let it
you.
slip through your ears.
You're gonna
you
want
start-
to get out. Don't listen to it.
If you start squeezing your pinky in a weird spot, it makes you fall asleep. We tried it. I just I couldn't figure it out.
Did you watch a video about how to constantly knock your mic pack onto the floor?
No, I said it
You're
right here.
so
no, it's
good at
fine.
it.
No,
I know, I see you
that,
gave
that,
up.
That would have taken longer than 60 seconds. Get it out of here.
There's a whole lot of things you can do and improve yourself in 60 seconds.
Yeah, like fix your nose and be
yeah.
Italian.
What else can you do?
Now I saw
Sounds like
this
a whole
one.
rabbit hole.
I don't know if you full circle because I wasn't
Yeah.
there at the beginning. I don't know if you came back to it.
Yeah.
But I saw when you got there, and it was after the beginning. Was it the woman putting the scarf on her
Yes,
head?
yeah, I had to watch it again to make sure
Okay.
everyone remembered.
That's what
there
it was.
were
Being
people going,
Italian was putting a scarf on your head and wearing earrings. Just so you know, that's
showed-
what it was.
I showed Alfredo, and she just put a scarf on, and then she went, also, it's costume jewelry. And that's
Italians
the-
love costume
And that's
jewelry.
the end of the
course.
video. It was just people in chat going,
She takes
we've
like-
learned so much.
she
Like,
takes
I'm
like,
starting to not remember how to be Italian.
She takes like a bandana,
Yeah.
right, and then kind of rolls it up, and then puts it into a headband, and
Yeah.
then puts on costume jewelry. And
Yeah.
she's like, "Ciao, Bella."
That's it. It was great. That's how I looked Italian in 60 seconds.
But you didn't do it.
No, well, I don't have a
No,
scarf
well,
or hair to
yeah.
do a scarf with.
Well, you got hair.
You could do an
I could
Italian
do
scarf.
it. You could do how to be an old man in 60 seconds. And you go,
It's happening.
Gray is here to stay.
Oh, it's not going
Dude,
anywhere,
what
man.
happened 2
Look at
years ago?
Look at that. Oh no,
It's
it's
insane.
It's been
No, it's been a slow
been moving
crawl,
in.
but I'm saying it was like wham.
it's been moving.
Look
in.
at this guy. Now it's.
Got that. I'm
the-
trying out for that Reed Richards part.
I'm just saying the joke. Well,
Dr.
he's
Strange
very
look.
tall though.
Well, I could be. They
Who's gonna
stretch
play
me.
Doom?
They
He
stretch.
doesn't stretch to be tall. He
Gain
just
of
Yeah, no,
He's
that's
tall.
60. Yeah, I know,
seconds.
and that's what I'm saying. They stretch me, and I get stretched.
But if they stretch you
shrink
to
the
make you
set.
tall, they can't stretch you again.
They
You
shrink.
can't
They shrink the
stretch
set.
on
And they
stretch.
hire short
Tom
people.
Cruise
They
wear
do
big
Tom
shoes.
Cruise where they just make shorter doors. What was that?
They make Tom Cruise wear big shoes.
No, he just travels with a box. He
well,
goes, I don't go anywhere with my box.
I did that for Camp Betrayal. I thought that was a great idea. It was
You were constantly on a box.
it was just stalking
In
everyone.
most,
going, I
in
like
most
this.
movies,
dragging
though,
it over.
in
and
most
setting it
movies,
down.
the actor doesn't carry it and put it down and then get
Why?
on top of it.
What if he's thinking about it? What if it's really fucking him up in the middle of a
I'm
take and
just
he's got to drag a
saying.
box over and set it
Don't
down?
cut, don't cut.
Yeah.
I gotta get my box.
I'm just saying.
Yep. Camp Betrayal was fun.
It was
a cool show.
genuinely
Yeah.
fun, man.
A lot of good food.
What was your favorite? The cat food or the single empanada?
You eating dirt.
No, that didn't happen.
There was some dirt. There was some dirt.
In between, there was cat food and there's a single empanada,
Yeah.
but in between it was good food.
Yes, it's
it was
true.
like some kind of
It was like
chicken.
it was Happy Chicks.
It was Happy Chicks, and it was like
Oh,
600
yes.
tenders a person.
Yes, it was.
And then the next
It was
day,
too much.
and then the next day they went, "Oh my God, we went overboard with Happy Chicks. One empanada, one empanada, one empanada." And then they were like, "You could go back and get another empanada."
You can. Listen.
And I went, I'm not going back.
Yeah, because I'm sitting in a room with Kayla going, I'm trying to order chili dog G Fuel. I need chili dog G Fuel
That
the
was Kayla.
entire
Yeah,
time.
Kayla every day came to set with like 500 cans of G Fuel.
Yeah, like a ton of G Fuel.
I
Like, what
thought
y'all
I
need?
didn't, I didn't
ambassador.
understand.
It's insane.
I didn't understand when she was just like, "Let me explain to you how much I love G Fuel."
Dude.
She
No,
fucking
I won't
loves
let you
G
leave
Fuel.
until I let you know.
Loves.
And I was just like, "Oh my god, I didn't realize." And what's funny is I hadn't really had it at that point. I'm not Kayla level, but damn, I love G Fuel.
Dude,
It's
give me the
good.
Sonic peach rings all day.
I just
Well,
ordered some.
Sonic Peach Rings.
I
Kayla
got-
got
the cans
the
came back in
chili
stock?
dog.
Yeah.
Does it taste like chili dog?
Apparently,
Yeah,
it tastes like chili
in a
dog.
very
Yeah.
bad way.
Yeah.
How
by
would it
design.
taste like chili dog in a good way?
It can. I'm just saying that's what they were going for.
Ugh.
I got peach
rings?
rings
Yeah.
and boysenberry. That boysenberry, I love it. Those are my.
trying to-
boysenberry is my favorite
trying
flavor.
to go through my
It's like
stock.
blackberry.
What's your stock right now?
The stock is.
I'm almost
Oh
dry.
man, like chug rug,
It's good.
Sour chug.
sour chug rug.
Fucking
Rug
make
is a
that
person.
up?
No, sour chug rug.
Sour chug rug.
Is that like a?
Sour
Sounds
chug
like
rug
it
is a-
sounds like you're saying a slur.
No.
It sounds like you're saying something we're not supposed to say.
Yeah, chug rug.
Stop saying it. I don't like the. Is it the way he's saying
We
it?
can't say.
Oh,
He
you get. Oh, okay.
He can say
All right.
sour
Yeah,
chug.
you know my chug rug. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
my fellow chug
we
rug.
call it chug R.
Stab's rolling over there. He loves
You
it.
can't say it
He's a big
either.
fan. Oh my god, he's looking it
No,
up.
that is
Look at it.
it's
fucked
that's
up.
top tier flavor.
Yeah,
Damn.
just censor
Top tier
that.
flavor.
Censor that. Blur that photo. Or
I
whatever.
still haven't tasted the Wumpa fruit though. I can't
it's
get my
good.
hands on it.
good.
Oh, Kayla had that.
Well, I know she wasn't sharing.
Yeah.
Kayla's a
course not.
collector.
No, she's big time.
She
She
is.
is.
Kayla, so
She's got many shadow
so
boxes.
this is funny. So this is funny. We've got. This is the funny part. We've got.
She does pulls.
We have,
Oh, big time.
Let's
Big
see
time.
what we're gonna get in the mystery box.
we have a lot of like G Fuel sponsorships.
Yeah.
And Kayla works in sales, right? Like Kayla directly works
Yes.
with G Fuel. Kayla has the Sonic, the chili dog because she pre-ordered it as a human Kayla.
Yeah, she did.
Not as
There was
nothing,
like
not
no-
anything.
No.
She was like, I fucking pre-ordered that on day one. Yeah, I got my chili dog. She had a whole thing
She has a
where,
network.
where her roommate, like she was out of town when it was supposed to be delivered, and her roommate was giving her play-by-plays. She posted all this on social
Yep.
media that like, yo, the chili didn't show up yet. And she's like, I think someone fucking stole my chili dog. I don't know where it is. I want my Sanic. Like I watched it unfold.
Sanic chili dog.
It's a Sanic shaker with chili dog.
It was really something.
That has nothing to do. So it wasn't more like, oh yeah, of course, she does the G Fuel sponsorship. I imagine it was more like, oh, I got the G Fuel. Sheesh.
Oh yeah.
That's what it was. One led to the other.
That's about it.
I could not
Yes.
think of a better match made in heaven.
Yes.
Yep.
See, that
Gra-
reminds-
Gracie, did we do that right? Was that good?
That's that.
Okay,
All
Gracie
right,
says that was good.
What do you think we? I did it.
No, I did it too.
That reminds
We
me-
both did it.
I had a
Like Eric goes, presents.
yeah. Here is the arm.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The arm. But I ordered like an Elgato, a second Elgato key light. I had one, and I was like, sure, I'll throw in the second one. And I ordered it, and it got sent to me. You know, I ordered off Amazon, got delivered. Sometimes I'll take a photo like of the package next to your door. They did that. I saw the photo. I was out looking at houses.
Yeah.
And I was just like, they didn't put it in a box. It's literally just the Elgato box on my
yeah.
Sometimes
doorstep.
they do that.
Ski,
Dude, I did that once
whoa.
with a fucking keyboard. Like a really expensive, like RGB gaming
I don't want
keyboard.
you didn't put it in
I
a
opened it, I was
box.
like, what the fuck? And I grabbed it. I was like, what are you, insane?
they're gonna know.
What have I done to deserve this?
It was like at my apartment complex, like on my door, and I was like, it's just a key. Even if no one takes it, people are gonna go, oh, a streamer lives there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want that. Like,
What?
Oh,
what's
shit,
this
this
guy
is-
filming?
It's like
streams games.
Is this guy polling?
They gotta know because it's like literally the back of the box is just like the
guy's got an
dude with the
OnlyFans.
light going
Alfredo
like,
polls.
with the you know with the gaming setup, and I was like, this just exposing me out here, Amazon. What are you doing? Put it in a fucking box.
Exposing yourself.
I get so many packages where I order an item like the size of this can, and
Yeah.
the box is
just
gigantic,
huge, yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm like, you couldn't put that in the fucking
It took
box.
a whole tree out for that
Yeah.
one can.
And I go,
And
now
you
you
get in
skip on
there.
the box.
There's a bunch of loose plastic air,
Yeah.
just packaged air.
Package paper and all that kind of
But I
stuff.
paid
And
for
I
that
go,
here.
I go, whoa,
mine.
big package, and I
Mine,
open it up
bro.
and I'm like, oh, it's this little, little
USB
thing.
stick. Excellent.
So I was like,
Yeah, but it's for
rushing
streams,
home.
so it's okay.
Oh well,
Yeah.
perfect.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, he's a streamer.
Yeah.
This guy's a streamer.
Let's burn down some trees.
He's
for
like
that.
the Midwest Tim Geddes.
Whoa, Midwest.
Oh shit!
Yeah, go-
Born and raised.
Did we do it? Did we do the whole episode?
I was just thinking, what's Midwest?
That's the middle of the.
Right, but who
I
you
guess
talking
we're
about?
mid-central.
We're Southwest
if
now.
We're Southwest.
South by Southwest.
This is
in
the
Austin.
This is the middle of the country.
South. We're
But it's
definitely
south of the-
Southwest.
But if you look at a map of the country, we're in the middle.
They determined it was Middle
It's
West
south- it's
before the
southwest.
country was finished. And
That-
then they just
right.
And then they just kept calling
Yeah,
it.
that's
that.
what.
I'm
That's
just
why
saying.
when it was like, wow, that's the biggest thing I've seen
Yeah,
west of the
so-
Mississippi, and you're like,
Right.
you're like, right, it's
I'm just
1881,
saying
so
it's called South
You
by.
haven't seen much of it.
South by.
Yeah.
It's not called
Southwest.
Mid by. It's
Yeah.
called South by.
yeah, they should change it to something else.
Okay, well, you knock over the mic pack a couple more times. You have that conversation.
They'll hear me
about
coming.
When we're not Southwest.
We're not Southwest. I'm from the Southwest. That's not here.
Southwest is
Mexico's
like
like
Arizona, New Mexico.
In California.
Can we call ourselves like South Central or something?
Well, I would. Yeah,
think it
South
is.
Central. Yeah.
He's not saying South at all. It's certainly South.
we're
Mexico's
Midwest.
right under us.
I just think we're
How are we not
Midwest.
South?
Mexico is not right under us. The
Yours.
Gulf of Mexico
Well,
is
what
right
is
under us.
center anyway?
Probably about where we are. I would say Chicago.
Over in
We're in
London is where they
Austin.
established
Center?
center.
I would say Chicago is center, and then we're straight down from that.
Yeah.
So-
Are we straight down from
This
Chicago?
guy- we need to get this guy
We're in the
outta
central
here.
time
He's
zone.
just screaming, we're not
We're
South.
in the same time zone.
There
I'm
is no
right.
South time zone.
No, we're central. We're south of Chicago.
We're not south of Chicago. Chicago's on the very precipice of that time zone.
Also, you
Yeah,
keep saying we're not
straight- we're
we're
south.
central, as in we're not south. That
Yeah,
time zone
we're
doesn't
south
exist.
Central. We're south.
There
we're
is
south,
no
we're
south
south
time
of
zone.
where Chicago is. We're in the
There-
central, the
We're
Midwest.
southwest of Chicago.
Look, and we're in the central time zone.
Yeah, I'm not-
We're in the middle.
Yeah.
But we're south in the
You
middle.
are
Tim-
both
South-
correct
South-
and totally
Midwest,
wrong.
Tim
keep
Getty's doing
arguing.
something.
You keep arguing Midwest. If anything, it's mid-south.
That's weird, but that's what the term is. Midwest. The term isn't mid-south.
But we're south.
But we're
at the bottom.
Midwest. This is the Midwest.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah,
Midwest.
but I got some sweet pulls.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we're polling over
at
here.
the bottom.
And make sure, hey,
We're
before
at
you
the
go,
Midwest.
set
We're at
your
the
clocks
bottom.
to South Central.
Yeah, we're not south enough to be in that south time zone.
There's no south time zone. We're in the central time zone. We're in the bottom. We're in the middle.
I mean, again, but you keep screaming Midwest.
We're in
not
the
at
Midwest.
bottom.
This is the Midwest.
Wait. We're in the middle.
This is
and
how
now
you-
you're saying Middle West.
No,
doesn't-
I'm
it doesn't
saying
make any
Midwest,
sense.
which is the term
Which is
for
different
the
from
middle of the country.
West Ellis.
False.
We're east.
It's the term for the middle of the east
This
of
is
the
why
country.
no one agrees with you or likes you.
If you
dude.
look at the
You're
country
just
and you look at the
spouting
middle
nonsense.
line and then you go a little east, that's the
You're
Midwest.
saying it's
Bro,
the middle
let
of
me-
the
let me-
east of
let
the
me just
country.
stop you right
Yes.
there. This guy's about to build a rocket ship around your fucking head.
This is
and
ridiculous.
just zoom and
it's
zoom
so
and zoom.
hard. The hardest
He's
part
gonna be up there
is
high-fiving
being
Neil,
right.
high-fiving
It's
Lance.
crazy.
Yeah.
Being right constantly and having everyone doubt you, and you know you're
Hey,
right.
hopefully
and everyone
next year
at
in
home
2022, everybody
knows
enjoys
you're
Mid
right.
by
You're talking about
Midwest.
all of
Everyone
us.
knows
In
you're right.
Austin, Texas.
It's crazy that
Get
everyone
tickets to
knows
Mid
you're
by
right, and
Midwest
it's just
now.
this. It's just
Soon
this.
to be the South time zone.
Crazy. Crazy.
Head on.
Apply
That's like
directly
when
to the
Austin
forehead.
goes like, "Oh yeah, we're all about Mexican food," and it's like you're not even connected. Like you're so fucking far. Like you're so far from Mexico.
I
It's
don't think
insane.
anyone's gonna agree that we're not South.
I'm saying that we're in the Midwest.
We're in North
But we're
America.
South.
I'll give Trevor that. We are in North America.
I mean, like if you go in
Yeah.
like the mid, but
We
then
should be
all the way
called
down,
mid-north,
it's
really.
south. It's the middle, but it's south.
Uh-huh.
Like because it's way down.
Midwest.
Call it
That's
Midwestern. It's a little.
Midwest Tim Geddes. That's where you
That's
lived.
especially weird.
Doesn't this,
Also,
that's,
we
it
don't
all
do
started
that.
with that. It
We
all
don't
started
serve.
with that.
There's one.
It all started with that. When he said Midwest Tim Geddes,
There's
I
maybe
was
one
like, when were
beach
you
in the
the
Midwest, and it's on a
Right
line.
now!
Oh, we're here now.
Right now.
No one thinks
Right
that.
now. Midwest.
No one thinks that.
Midwest. It's the westmost
It's okay.
east
At
point.
most, we have a minute
No one
left,
thinks
folks.
that.
We're good.
Mid,
At
South
most, there's a
Central.
minute left.
Brian like that.
Like that's the benefit of being on the
he
West
went,
Coast.
yeah, let's get out of here.
He's like,
Let's do this fucking after show.
Here we are. Give this man some big shoes.
Yo, let me just look to the west. Beach.
Yeah, that's where I grew up. That was it. It was that.
They're just in here.
I know it's not here. I'm saying that this is the Midwest.
what?
But you grew up west.
Yeah.
This
So how
is
can this
not
be west and that be west?
That's not. This is the Midwest, a different thing.
It's
Yeah.
not Midwest.
It's middle of the West.
No,
It's
it's not.
Midwest,
By your
a different
definition,
thing.
it
It's
could
just
be
the middle.
mid
It's just the
east,
middle.
mid north. Like,
My definition.
Just 'cause it's in the middle
not
doesn't
my
mean
definition.
mid.
Midwest is the term.
It's no one's
It's
definition.
certainly not the
Midwest
Midwest.
is the
No
term.
one. The
It's
definition
crazy.
isn't Midwest. It's
crazy.
South
Southwest.
Midwest,
It's
and you'll
great.
see
It's not
it's not-
Southwest.
It
Certainly,
is.
we're not
It is.
Southwest.
It is.
Nope, we're
It
not
is.
Southwest.
I didn't
Nope.
come up with Southwest.
I agree. Southwest is a term for New Mexico and Arizona and Southern California.
No,
It's
California's west.
California is
Thanks for
literally
watching
the West
Off
Coast.
Topic episode.
Do I love those Southwest Coast beaches?
31. I don't know.
I love Southwest.
All right,
Coast.
we'll see. Hey, stay tuned for Weasel and the gang. We'll see you later.
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye.
Well,
Is Texas Midwest?
Go to credits.
Alexa.
Go.